Hello and welcome, one and all, to the 3C live stream happening here on a beautiful Friday day. We've got so much wonderful, great movie news to talk about. Let's see the chat. Roll it in. Bro fell asleep is the first thing I saw. Okay. Okay. I'm awake. I'm awake and ready and here to party with y'all. Let's add in the music, guys. Let's get it going. Oh yeah, definitely. Rip Oliver that news I was so blown away, I wasn't a big, like, Oliver Tree guy. I did like a couple of his songs, but I'm not gonna act like I was, like, a biggest fan, and I had all his music on my playlist, but I knew who he was, and I did find his music video art style very creative, and just as a person himself, I thought he was very funny, and so when he died, I was like, "What?" Like, I thought it was maybe a prank or a joke, because that felt like the type of thing that, he would do as an artist, fake his death. And it was real. I was like, dang. And he was basically my age. He was my same age. So I was just like, man, to like just have it all go away right now. That's wild, man. I couldn't believe Oliver Tree passed. Unfortunately, don't know who that second person is, but R.I.P. to them too. R.I.P. to them too. But yeah, that was wild, man. That was a 32. I'm 31, so he was. Yeah, I just didn't want to say if that wasn't actually how old he was, but 32 and I'm 31. I was like, wow, man. Just life is crazy, dude. Life is crazy. Someone just said W Nick A30. I have not been online enough to know the why he's brought up into this, but okay. Oh, yes, okay, so I did know her. I just didn't know her by name. The original voice actress for Lilo and Stitch. Yes, she also passed, and pretty young age too, man. That is and Samara from The Ring. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, dude. Crazy stuff. But hey, not all doom and gloom. We're gonna have fun here. Let's remember them real quick the way we do with Paul Walker. All right. They went down the highway. They're good. Hope all is well, and I can't wait to meet them someday up there. We're like, yo, what's up, Oliver? What we do for fun up here, man? Okay. Some of the topics we're gonna get into here today is the Grinch 2 got an I never thought the day would come. I just after we got the anime Illumination movie, I thought that was it. But no, we got the Grinch 2 with Jim Carrey. Evil Dead Wrath, we finally know details about that movie. Not Evil Dead Burn, the one that's most coming up recently. No, the next one. Supergirl. People have actually seen it. We have actual reactions to read, looking at the good, looking at the bad. Two Spider-Man topics. One, egg on my face. I was really like, they're not gonna put gray. Sony just flat out showed a clip, and it's oh, I guess he is in the movie. Uh, and then you know what? As much as I hate to admit it, because I was like, Black Suit Spider-Man is probably in the next movie. I'm starting to believe the theories that it's actually in this movie. Okay, we'll get into that. And then all the chaos involved with the Doomsday leaks, man, because, yo, what's been going on, Like, there's just been leak after leak and crazy thing. We're going to get into them, whether they're real, whether they're fake, what's going on with it, and just divulge. And even if anybody cares, in the age of AI, does anybody care because of how easily you can fake that stuff, right? We'll see. We shall see. All right. Let's get go. The chat is saying rip Nick A30. Unless you better be joking, man. Come on, that's a crazy thing to just put out there. W hair, yes. W hairline, impeccable. Go back to my videos a couple years ago. Has not moved an inch. If anything, it's probably grown forward because of the amount of testosterone I have from all the cosplay costumes I wear. Yeah, me dressed as Shrek, 10-point boost. 10-point boost. All right. Oh, yeah, this is not. This is from Box Lunch, by the way. Get yourself a. This thing is sweet. Stalker Man. Ask me laser beaming as Buzz. A spoiler review for Toy Story 5 is in the works. That should be coming out tomorrow. Just to update you guys for those who want to know about that. But okay, let's get into some of these topics and begin, y'all, so we can have a nice, fun time. I hope everybody's doing good. Whether you're watching this the day it's live, or the next day, you're doing housework at the gym, I appreciate you listening. You mean a lot to me. Okay. Let's start with the Grinch 2. So the Grinch 2, for years, there has always been these BS rumors. It's like a Facebook post that always gets posted around. Jim Carrey's The Grinch is getting a sequel. They're making another one, and I'm always like, oh, dude, stop. Get my. I think it literally happened like this past Christmas. There was those reports going around. I'm like, okay, whatever. Now they are legit. They are real. This is no longer a rumor. We have it here from the Hollywood Reporter, who exclusively said how the Grinch Stole Christmas sequel in the works with Jim Carrey and Ron Howard. Ron Howard is the original director of the Grinch Stole Christmas from the live action movie. Jim Carrey, of course, is the star. And okay, this is actually something that they're moving forward with. Now, they do admit in the article no deals have been signed yet, so this is still kind of in early talks. It could all fall apart. It's happened before with other movies, but I need this to happen. I need it to occur. Somebody brought this up, and you know what? You might think it's crazy, but in the age of social media, I feel like this is actually the reason it got moved forward. How many of you guys around Christmas start seeing the Grinch in Universal Studios? These videos go viral every single year, and I know it's an amalgamation of different character actors who can pull off a decent impression of Jim Carrey's The Grinch, but at the end of the day, they are doing an impression of Jim Carrey's The Grinch, and people line up for hours to see this guy just to get a little viral moment, to get roasted or something. It's honestly gone crazy, and I bet you this kind of hype and movement had somebody at Universal go, we gotta bust out another one. These millennials love Mexican Grinch. He's done 6, 7, he's done 8, 9, you name it, he has done it. You can look up the videos, they're crazy. And honestly, they make me laugh. So a big contributing factor, I literally think, is the people at Universal who are dressing up as the Grinch and getting all these viral moments for this finally moving forward. Now, there is no story in place, and I do have a theory on what they could do for the story. I know there is a second book. We'll talk about that in a sec. But the other thing people like to bring up along with this is Jim Carrey has infamously said he does not want to do it again because of the extensive work on the practical effects and the makeup. Like, he had to be in that chair for hours. He was paid, I think, $20 million for the first movie, and he sat in that chair the first day, and he's like, I want to quit and return those $20 million. Think about that. Think about how excruciating that must have been if you want to give up that much money because you don't want to do that. And then there's like a story, he even got like a CIA operative to teach him how to withstand torture. Bro, that's crazy. So, uh, that has always been one of the main reasons Jim Carrey's like, I'm not gonna do it again. I can't do that. But he has also brought up, thanks to motion capture, maybe they can figure something out, something new can happen. And usually, I would be all against, maybe motion capture, but it has come a long way. You think about the Avatar movies, you think about the Planet of the Apes films. They do a lot of great work in motion capture, and if you spend the money, which I think they should, this easily could be $1 billion movie with how much people love that Grinch film. Honestly, Jim Carrey's expressions will go through. They'll be highlighted properly, and then he won't have the weight of the mask and that outfit to stop him from doing all the crazy kooky things that Jim Carrey is capable of. So it could honestly be a benefit, even if we don't like that they're going to go the CGI route. Like, I mean, we say it all the time. Andy Serkis should be nominated for his performance as Caesar in Planet of the Apes, right? But has not been recognized yet. And obviously, in the Avatar movies, things have gone well. So all that said, fine for Jim Carrey's sake, so he can be happy and he can deliver us another great Grinch performance. I will give it, because people will tell you this does not need a sequel. Why do we need another Grinch? Oh, then I tell you, you're the Grinch. You've grown up and gotten green, ugly, and smelly. Because how could you not want more of this man in your life? The quotes, the hilariosity, the way I love watching this movie every Christmas. I need this film to exist. Oh my goodness, Kermit. That's not something you admit on stream. I goon to Grinch. You know what? Is it Martha May? She would agree. She would agree. She would agree. Eh? Okay. I the movie honestly has very little chance of being good or living up to the hype that this movie has created. Even at the time it came out, people were very harsh and critical of it, but it's a classic in my opinion, and I love it, even with its faults. Uh, just the idea of spending another hour and a half with this Grinch. Yes, I don't care if the movie's bad. There will be at least minimum 10 jokes because it's Jim Carrey that'll make me laugh my butt off to make the entire experience worth it, right? So, I talked about okay with the motion capture just for Jim Carrey's sake, but you cannot skip out on the sets. That is one thing. I think if I like put a list of my favorite movie sets and the effort that went into making a film, Jim Carrey's The Grinch honestly lands pretty high. And this is something you don't see very often now in Hollywood because everything is either done on the volume, it's green screened. Thing like this art form has completely died. Another one, just to throw it out there, the Flintstones movie. Amazing set. And so I love the way they brought to life the Dr. Seuss world with all the kooky houses, all the things like this was actually built and put out there. And if you watch the movie, like I do every year, this is why the movie stands the test of time because it's also tangible and real. If we go to like the opening uh of this movie and we're just watching the scenes of everybody get like their Christmas gift, just watching them walk, look at all this, the instruments, the tubas, all these actors and extras that had to wear those little noses. It's just touches like that that make the movie so timeless and fun to me. So that's something I hope they do, even if they give us CGI Jim Carrey. Okay. But now we talked about, okay, it's happening. They got it. What could it be about? All right. So The Grinch does have a sequel book that I don't actually believe was written by Dr. Seuss. Uh it's called How the Grinch Lost Christmas. And I hear it's an all right book. People like it for what it is, you know. But the essential premise is the Grinch joins a Christmas tree contest to see who can like decorate it the best. The Grinch gets second place, not first, and because of that, he's angry and pissed at Christmas again and loses his Christmas spirit. Okay, I think the essence of what the story is a good place to start without having to do this exact thing. I think what you do uh for this hang on, let me get rid of Femboy over here cuz buddy, we talking about the Grinch. All right, thank you about that. Um with this, I feel like there's a relatable story that could draw people back in, right? Because it's been years later. You don't just make a sequel where all of a sudden it's only been a year in the world, right? I think you make it in real time. It's been what, like the 30 year, 25, what, however old the Grinch movie is, that much time has passed. And something I see almost every year on social media from people of my generation is they yearn back to early 2000s Christmas. And it's always them going, "Take me back. I want to feel this again. Nothing feels this good. I'm happy I grew up with this." Like it's the nostalgia of the Christmas they grew up with, right? It's the certain lights that they use because that's all Christmas trees are LED. When you were in school and you'd like have all these Christmas parties, the cookies, like Christmas when you were young felt magical, right? It felt like this big event. And then what happens? We grow up, we realize certain things are, you know, just made for the kids and you got bills and now you're the one buying presents and now you're struggling to get everyone you love a present because things are so hard nowadays. You lose that Christmas spirit. There you go. That's your ticket. The Grinch found Christmas in the first movie, has had a decade to enjoy it, to appreciate it, but now he's lost that magic. Christmas no longer feels the same to him. It's lost its meaning, it's lost its impact, and he reverts back to his old ways where he's like, what am I doing with this? Why should I do this? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Yeah, I think that's where you go. I think that's the story. I think that's what they should do next. I knew it. I was mending my words because somebody was gonna say it. Santa's fake. Sorry, Timmy. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. I feel like that's the story you go with. And if it's not the Grinch, it could be Cindy Lou Who. Bring her back. I don't know. I don't think she's acting anymore. But sure, right? Or you cast someone out. Emma Stone is Cindy Lou Who now. And she has lost her Christmas spirit. And now it's the Grinch trying to do what she did to him years ago. I all I'm saying is I think that's what you do is you go back to trying to find that, and you touch upon what a lot of older people feel is that Christmas is lost its magic as you get older, and how you can re-find it as an adult, right? I think one of the things they say now that I'm a parent, Christmas is gonna feel magical again because now I'm giving that experience to my youngling. But there's other people who don't have kids. Like, how do they make that magical? How do they keep that up? So I think there's a cool idea in there if that's what they decide to do. Either way, I'm up for it. The only other thing that I thought was hilarious in this is the screenwriting team is exactly who I wanted. It says here the untitled sequel will have a script by Alec Berg, Jeff Schaefer, and David Mandel. The trio also worked on 2003's adaptation of The Cat in the Hat starring Michael Myers. That is hilarious that is the trio they are bringing in for the Grinch sequel because The Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers, a masterpiece of that movie is what it is, and hilarious as well. That movie was kind of the reason live action Dr. Seuss movies were banned and it stopped, and we only got animated movies from there because I believe it was Dr. Seuss's wife who thought they were a disgrace, they were awful. The lady has passed, the estate has moved on, and they said, "Money." And this is how we get the Grinch too. I'm okay with that. I am. I am. You guys let me know what you think about the Grinch 2, what the plot should be, what should they explore? Are you okay with Jim Carrey having a motion capture mask? Would love to hear it all down below. Cindy, maybe that's what it is, right? Cindy has kids and they're all on Tick or Talk Who. Who? Well, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Maybe the mayor for Grinch, that'd be cool. All right, you guys let me know. Let's move on to Evil Dead Wrath. Okay, so here first. We have Evil Dead Burn that is coming out. When's the release date of this? July 10th. So in the next couple of weeks, we are getting Evil Dead Burn. Movie looks cool. Can't wait to see what added lore they throw on, how gruesome and crazy the movie gets. That should be fun. But that's not the only Evil Dead movie we have. We have now Evil Dead Wrath, which was shrouded in a lot of mystery. And I'm honestly kind of shocked that they already revealed a lot of details with this movie. Even like, seriously, we're like 3-4 weeks away from the next one. You couldn't have hold off on these details after that movie to get people excited for the next one. But okay, here we have it. Deadline says Evil Dead Wrath producer reveals a movie is a prequel, yet another great departure. Okay, he says here, the franchise producer revealed that the upcoming Francis Galupi helmed installment, Evil Dead Wrath, which is scheduled to premiere April 7th, 2028 in theaters, is a prequel set before the events of the original 1981 horror film. This is yet another great departure. It predates everything. It takes place in 1972. I think there's more details here. Let me go to the Dead Central article. Oh, okay, well, it's a Facebook post. That's great. Let me go to the Dead Central article because they'll have it good. Dead Central, they've gotten some old writers that used to be with Bloody Disgusting, so they've been breaking a lot of news stories now. Uh, uh, Another great departure takes place there. And then it says it will feel like a 1972 movie because the director and his DP wanted to imitate the film's look and feel of something that's called Ectroma 100, which was a film stock still available, but a film stock. A lot of movies were shot on that then. And it's so very warm, very tungsten. I wonder if the Texas Chainsaw was shot on that cuz right when he said a movie shot like in the 70s, that's what I pictured is like a Texas Chainsaw movie. Let me see if Texas Chainsaw was on that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, notably shot on 16 mil. Oh, a similar, whatever, Ectochrome, but not that exact one. So let's see what Ectochrome 100 looks like. Give me some images. I don't think this is it, Google. Oh, okay. Either way, they're trying to emulate a grimy, dirty, old school feel. I like that. Now, the idea of this being set in 1972 and it predates the first movie, and there was a controversial comment he made here that people were like, actually, where it said here that he was like, this predates everything, and then you had the people go, oh, well, in Army of Darkness, he went back to the 1800s, so take a look. Shoot him. Shoot him in the knee, lock him in a basement, read the Necronomicon, and close the door. Do that to that guy. You know what he meant, buddy. You didn't need to do all that. Um, what else? It says here, Wrath is bringing a coming of age angle into the friend. Oh, it's a coming of age story as well. What the heck? That one, unlike Burn, has a lot of coming of age sexual hijinks in it. Okay, all right.
Oh boy, yeah.
Got my attention. Which people at the universe is not really known for, but this one does, and it goes there. I think, well, you had that line in Fetty's movie where it was like, "Come down here, suck a pretty boy." This is not exactly familiar Evil Dead territory, which is probably the point. Burn sounds like domestic trauma and demonic brutality. Wrath sounds like a 1972 period texture, sexual chaos, and something more dangerous than the franchise has usually attempted. I'm thinking somebody, once that demon says something cruel and nasty, he gonna be like, I'm taking the risk, guys. I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna die with a smile and a goon. Is the video lagging? Sorry, guys. Just making sure, so it's keeping up with the chat. So I don't know. I feel that's a cool direction. That's a nice idea. I'll definitely want to look at a trailer to see then. As far as it taking place, it looks like it'll be a story that maybe leads us into the first Evil Dead. If not, maybe explain more of the origins, or, well, not really, because I think the Necronomicon is like old, old, old. So that 1972 would not even be when it was made, but at least it'd give us some context into where it was, what it was going on, and how people use it. Again, to me, I love this refreshing angle that they're doing with the series and how they're keeping it up. My only fear is if you just always make it look how shocking we can be with the demons, that shock value could go away pretty fast. And I think at some point we would want lore or new angles into the universe. So far, it looks like they're kind of doing that. So I'm all up for it. I think it's good. Um, yeah, I know there's three of them. Maybe we get an idea of that. I'd still like to see some more of the time travel properties. I think one thing that Evil Dead fans are asking for, it's like, okay, it's cool to get all these like very serious, dark, grotesque versions of Evil Dead. Where's our Army of Darkness movie? Meaning, where is our cheesy, campy, kind of fun, wild movie, right? That could be coming. I think it'd be a hard sell right now, just because of how they're like branding Evil Dead right now, to just really be this like, oh, that's so nasty. Oh my god. To then flip it around and have like a funny scenario go down. I do think some of the larger audience would reject it, and you wouldn't have an Army of Darkness as successful as it was back then, and it would like end up being more like a cult classic. But I wouldn't mind seeing them try it. Maybe they go the dark comedy route, more camp. I know a lot of people do want that. So we'll see, but I like this direction. You guys let me know if you think this is cool and what else that they could do in the universe. Okay. Is that an actual shot from the movie? Yeah, that looks 70s all right. No, that's from the actual first. I was like, what? This looks familiar. All right. Let's move on to Supergirl reactions. Okay, so Supergirl quickly approaching. I'm excited for James Gunn's DC universe. Definitely Man of Tomorrow. I am feeling a bit neutral right now in Supergirl. Nothing about it looks bad to me, but nothing about it has like excited me the way I was when like I saw the Superman trailer and everything I'm seeing with Man of Tomorrow. I'm just hoping I enjoy it once I see it. And well, I think the reactions are about what I expected, and honestly, overall is a good thing. No, I'm not paying you, Elon Musk. Let's see here. So let's go looking on what the people had to say. So, we have it here. Oh, this one's a long one. I want to get quick and short. Okay, it says here Supergirl is not at all what I was expecting. I too assumed superhero space movie with needle drops would have a similar tone to Guardians of the Galaxy or even Superman. Instead, it looks and plays more like a Mad Max movie with dirty worlds, gross villains, and self-destructive hero. That's a common thing being said. It's a lot like Mad Max. Even up here, this person said, if you threw in Guardians of the Galaxy, True Grit, and Mad Max. I like that. I like the Mad Max movies. That sounds like a good angle for it. Let me see some other ones here. Supergirl soars at times through a scattered adventure at its best in moments of touching dialogue. Kara's arc pays off, could have benefited from better story structure, but Millie Alcock is great. Wanted to love it, liked it, practical elements, and Lobo stand out. Okay, so we're getting now into some of the more slightly that is way too long, Grandpa. Let's Jesus, man. Okay, unfortunately, Supergirl is a mixed bag for me. As a fan of the comics, I was perhaps overly excited for the film adaptation, while Jason Momoa's Lobo and Millie Alcock shines. Some adaptation choices and a bland villain kept it from greatness. It's simply put just fine. And that to me is like the worst though. Nobody is flat out saying the movie's awful, it's terrible, it's generic. People are just coming out going, it's fine. It's about what you expected. I wanted to love it. I ended up just liking it. Now, that isn't to say there isn't a lot of strong reactions. Let me see if I can find a couple of those. If not, I'm gonna have to read Gramps. Supergirl is the blockbuster of the summer. Terrific action, but what sells it is the heart and the character. Millie Alcock is a force to be reckoned with. Eve Ridley is also incredible, and Jason Momoa is pitch perfect as Lobo, one of the best DC films. If we're counting all DC, sure. If we're counting just DC, we're two in, right? Am I wrong? We're only two in. Okay, so I don't know if that says much. We have here Supergirl channels the energy of Gunn's Superman while carving out its own identity. Surprisingly dark themes, Mad Max vibes, and a John Wick style motivation drives the story. Millie Alcock shines, and Jason Momoa brings his trademark chaotic charm. So it's honestly about what I expected. When the first trailer came out, nothing about it said to me this movie's going to be bad. It just screamed, "Oh, it feels like we've kind of done this before," or like it doesn't feel like what I thought when I was reading the pages. But in the end, if it's fine, if it's enjoyable, if it gets people excited, and definitely makes Supergirl a more popular character, I'm all up for it. I think overall I'm still gonna like it. I'm sure there'll be people upset for some reason, but everybody so far, it's these same points. It's here that's amalgamation of all the reviews. Early reactions largely call it a fun, heartfelt space adventure that effectively balances dark themes. Craig Gillespie delivers provide I cannot read today. Tonal shades of Mad Max and John Wick. Glowing praise with the visuals, action, and production design. Millie Alcock, Eve Ridley, Jason Momoa, and David Cornswear are all universally praised for their portrayals. Weaker received aspects include underdeveloped villain with Krem. Yeah, that was kind of expected when they gave him that crazy design. While not as strong as Superman, it is said to be a more emotionally complex and worth follow-up. The one thing I am hearing that makes me more excited and happy is that this one isn't as heavy on the jokes and the light humor that Superman was. Not to say that that like ruins Superman from me, but I appreciate when the story can take itself a little bit more seriously and breathe in some of those darker moments. And that makes sense for Supergirl. She has more of a darker origin than Superman, with what happened to her planet, and also the story that unfolds with this one, and what happens to Crypto. So, to me, this is as good as it can be. This is still a win. I would have, of course, liked them to have blown out of the water and been like, "This is amazing. This is great. I can't believe it." But I think just being good is good so far. Now, the problem will be if this is just what we consistently get. Because after a certain point, just good ends up becoming just bland, boring, and there's nothing exciting about the universe. So, whenever's coming up next, I know we have Clayface, but not. Oh, actually, that is in the DCU, right? Yeah, so Clayface is in the DCU. Hopefully, that stands out. If not, man, Lanterns, Man of Tomorrow. We need another project where people are just like, "Whoa, that was insane," right? So, We'll see. Let me see what you guys are saying about this. Yeah, the villain looks lame, but I'm excited for Supergirl. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they made him look that way. I didn't even watch Superman and won't watch this. Oh man, it's on HBO Max, man. I definitely recommend it. Amelia Alcock is cute and Supergirl is hot. Well, they're the same person. DC needs great, not fine, which is true, right? That's what I'm saying. Like for this, I think fine is okay. I don't because also I don't think it's a project that had an immense amount of hype behind it. They knew this one would be a bit of an uphill battle to market and get a larger portion to go, but if done right, it could lay a good foundation for something more. If this was Batman, if this was Wonder Woman, if this was, I don't know, maybe Flash, I guess fine is an upgrade to some people from the previous Flash. But if the Batman of the DCU came out and it was just like, I wanted to love it, just liked it, it was fine. That's a death sentence for DCU Batman. That's a we don't expect that from our Batman. So for something like this, yeah, I think it's okay. So this will be fine. I'm curious to see what I like about it, what it brings to the table, and then what we can discuss when the movie comes out. I do like hearing about the Mad Max elements, but you guys let me know. You hear about Supergirl? Everything sounding about what we expected? Surprised, not surprised? You guys go ahead and let me know. All right, let's talk about Spider-Man, dude. Okay, so the Spider-Man stuff has been fun. One thing though that has been rumored or talked about from the beginning of time is this theory that we would get Gray Hulk in the movie. Now, your boy, who has been wrong about almost everything from the beginning of this movie getting made, you go back and when we heard the rumor first that Punisher and Hulk were in it, I was like, y'all are dumb. Why would you believe that? That's like so fake. Oh. And now here we are, where I was confident, not because I knew anything, but just because in my heart I felt they're not going to do Gray Hulk. We could hear the rumor all we want, Gray Hulk. There is no logical way they can explain Hulk is now gray. They're not going to do the Joe Fix-It personality. He's going to put on a suit and a hat and be like, hey, Spider-Man, you want to get in this casino? Well, how about you hand me a 20? No, we're not going to do that, right? I was wrong again. Okay, we know this because there has been this website, I believe it's called spidertracker.com. It's a little promotional thing created by the CEO. Oh, well, I guess I spelled it. Oh, it's Spidey Tracker, I guess. Spideytracker.com. By the CEO of himself, Ned. He has created this little in-universe promotional thing where you could just let's do sound off for now. Where you can look at New York City and see all the places that Spider-Man has been cited. Admittedly, this thing kind of sucks because it uses AI to generate some of the photos. People have like noticed that like the Spider-Man costume that gets generated is the Homecoming suit, and for some reason that's all AI uses whenever whatchamacallit, whenever they do it. Like, hello, what's this? Is this actually? Let me see. Oh, that's just a person. That's just a regular person. I'm trying to find the actual photo here. But anyways, in this website, people noticed there was indeed a clip unedited from the trailer version with what Hulk actually looks like. This isn't edited by anybody. This is real from the Spider Tracker website, and it depicts Hulk gray with shorter hair and a little bit more angry. Now, you might be thinking, Chris, isn't it already? Here's a side-by-side comparison. This is the trailer that just came out, and now this is the footage from SpideyTracker.com. Gray Hulk is real. Gray Hulk is looking to actually make an appearance in this movie. It looks like something that they will be doing. And this is classic Sony marketing techniques where they're like, oh, no, our editors put the wrong clip on the Spidey tracker. Oh, like we should have known it whenever they were joking around on that Fandango. I just thought they were being playful and fun. But looks like it, because I did notice Tom Holland was a little bit like, they said that, not me.
No, the Hulk is green. Is he though?
I don't know.
Why did you
There's
say
there's other colors.
There are.
Yeah, there's other colors of them. Yeah.
I didn't say that, by the way. They said that.
Like Tom, who is notorious for spoiling things and ruining stuff in movies, he wants to make the record clear. They spoiled something, not me. Want to make that clear. And I just thought they were just having fun or joking around, and maybe they heard the rumors online of Grey Hulk, so they were playing fun with it. But now looking back at it, maybe it is Tom being like, dang, they just spoiled it. Not me, though. So Grey Hulk is actually going to be part of the movie. You know, they could change. It's literally probably just like a color change on VFX the day before the movie releases in theaters. They're like, Feige said, make him green, make him green. And there we go. Okay. Couple of thoughts on this now that I have to deal with it. One of the reasons I was like, Grey Hulk, because how do you explain that within the universe? Like, that's you can't just have Grey Hulk be gray and you just be like, because you guys wanted it. Because it was in the comics. Yeah, you know the comics. No, please. Have a little bit more respect for my Spider-Man movies, man. Can't just be that way. With all the madness going on, you can't just have that randomness of Grey Hulk. So, I think the explanation, which I'll accept it and I think could make sense then if this is what they do. I think because the trailer insinuates Sadie Sink's character or whoever this mysterious person is controlling people in the movie, they get a hold of the Hulk and they take control of him, right? And so now we have this third person in the mind of the Hulk. We have Bruce, we have the other guy, which is Hulk, and now we have Sadie Sink Jean Grey in his head. Maybe to symbolize this third person behind the wheel and that Hulk isn't in control, he goes gray. You know what? That in itself, don't think too hard on it. Doesn't make much sense. I will accept that. Gray Hulk just simulates that somebody is controlling his mind right now, and they're the person behind the wheel, and it's not the Hulk, and it's not Bruce Banner. It's this individual, and that's why they're void of color. Okay, sure. I will be okay with that. I didn't even think of it that way. The chat just blew my mind with that. She's Jean Grey. And that's how they reveal it in the movie. Hulk, what are you? Gray. Then Jean takes off her hoodie. Say that again? I think we have peak cinema on our hands. I thought this was the dumbest thing that could happen. This is Jean Grey. I like it. I think that makes sense now. He's just okay, but old could justify the hair. I'm not talking about the hair. His skin is literally gray. What does the skin have to do with him being old? Unless maybe they could also maybe do something different with the inhibitor. That could be another explanation, right? We see he has the inhibitor thing. Maybe we know part of it is Bruce is going to try and help Spider-Man with his mutation problem. Maybe Bruce, before giving it to Peter, is like, well, maybe this will help me, and then he hits himself, kind of like Beast in First Class with Nicholas Holt, you know, where he like thinks he made a cure, but it only thing he made it worse, and that's how he got all blue and stuff like that. Maybe that's what happens. Banner tests the cure on himself, and it only makes things worse, and he turns gray because of it. I don't know. All this to say, fine. Fine. There has to be some sort of deal in place with Sony and Marvel where, yeah, they can share the deal, but I think Marvel still gets a portion of like the toy sales. Because that's the only reason I can think of why Spider-Man has to have 10 different costumes. Why, when the Hulk in his like 20th appearance in the MCU now all of a sudden changes colors so we could have a Hulk variant toy. All right then. All right. Well, so it looks like it's probably happening. I was wrong once again. We'll see what the explanation is. Maybe this is just their typical color grading, and it'll make sense. But that's all it is. I don't mind it, but I would like there to be a logical reasoning behind it, because I don't want it to happen just because it's in the comics. Come on now. Get out of here. So we'll see. Cryptic HD, who's a source I trust, they said here, IDK much about Grey Hulk in this film, but I was also told early test screenings had him with green patches at one point. I think that'd be interesting. And again, it could be a good way to signify when Hulk is in control and when the person in his mind is in control. It kind of like a chameleon effect. So when Hulk is like winning the mind battle and getting it back, he goes green, and then he's not, he goes gray. Like I think it's a thing that could kind of work. I don't know. You guys let me know. You guys let me know on that. So, okay. There was that with the Gray Hulk. Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about here with Spider-Man, the thing that keeps boggling my mind, and the other thing that I would like a logical explanation, and there needs to be with the way it's being brought up in this movie, is why is Spider-Man the only one right now immune to Jean Grey's spell? Or I mean her mind control, not spell, her mind control, right? Why is Peter the only one? There's got to be some sort of logical explanation. And I don't think as simple as, oh, he's going through his man spider mutation is a sufficed answer. Like, to me, that doesn't, like, could it be because he's becoming more animal than human? And Jean Grey can, okay, let's look that up. Let's do some comic research. Can Jean Grey control animals? Let's find out. Let's see if there's ever been any comic backstory. Yes, Jean Grey can communicate with and influence animals, particularly those with higher order intelligence like dolphins, dogs, and ravens. Okay, so it's already part of her power set. She can do this with animals, so that's not the explanation. It's not because he's turning into a giant spider, so a spider's mind is uncontrollable by Jean. Right? Okay. Someone said because of his spidey sense. I don't know, what would his spidey sense have anything to do with it? His spidey sense just puts him aware of danger. It's not like a block in his head. I mean, if Doctor Strange can like astral project him out of his body, why wouldn't, be the same thing? People just like the spider like, again though, but that doesn't make any sense. That's a totally different thing. Spider sense is a warning. It's not a protection. Okay, it's spider sense isn't a bulletproof vest. It's a red light that goes on saying, "Hey, a bullet is headed towards you." It's not something that, like, it made sense in the scene for Doctor Strange because that's an instinct. His instinct is a bodily motion that is to take it away. You could have zero brain function, but that is an instinct with him. That muscle memory. That made sense to me. Spider sense is not like some sort of glow protection, right? Because then we know Patrick Stewart, Charles Xavier, he can control Spider-Man. He could make Spider-Man do crazy things if he wanted. Spider-Man, take off that suit. That could happen. Okay. So now I'm starting to buy into the theories that some of you guys are having that I honestly didn't think would be so prevalent. I figured the symbiote would somehow be part of the movie, but more in the sense that it'll show up at the end. It'll just be maybe something in the background, not really something. I think Peter having the symbiote in this movie is the perfect explanation. And that makes sense to me then why Jean can't go and manipulate him. Because if Peter right now has already the symbiote in these scenes, in these moments, then Peter already has another host in his mind. And I can totally believe that an alien creature that is only meant to enhance Peter's abilities can actually protect him from mind control, since there is someone else already in his mind controlling him. And the more I think about it, and the more I picture this, and like someone did bring up, Tom Hardy's Venom did have this black eye thing, and I was like, I totally forgot that. Let me see if it can pop up. But there was a moment in the movie where like his eyes do go black, like here, like kind of similar to what Peter's going through. Again, I still don't think they're gonna make the symbiote in the MCU the same type as this, either in appearance or in personality, because they've already established, even though there's a hive mind in the multiverse of the symbiotes, they will act differently in different universes. So although there's a symbiote from this in another universe, it will now act differently from this. And part of the theory is that little droplet that was left behind. Well, that little droplet has to eventually regenerate into being able to control a full human. Yeah, that takes time. I mean, how long did it take for that symbiote in the first movie to get to Tom Hardy? Say it with me, chat. 6 months. The infamous 6 months meme, right? It took 6 months just to travel somewhere. Who is to say then that little droplet symbiote didn't find Peter. A year later, latched onto him in his sleep, and then it's taken for 3 years to this very point that it's finally manifesting and spreading enough that it's almost ready to mutate itself, to come out and defend Peter. And with that, I like it. It's way better than Man Spider to me. I still am not a fan of Man Spider. I like what they're doing with it metaphorically, with like, oh, he's giving up his human side, so now the spider side's taken. Okay. But if the symbiote is the one where it's like, all right, let me take over because you're about to get us killed, and is making him do all these crazy things, it perfectly makes sense because the symbiote does give him organic web. It does give him super strength, or enhanced strength than he already has, and it would add on to like what we know the symbiote to be and making him kind of a darker, more brooding character. All right, I believe it. I believe that's what it is. I believe they dropped the Man Spider plot line, and now it's going to be the symbiote by the end. And this is where I want to say small, well, no, maybe not small, but it's going around everywhere what the supposed ending of the movie is. And I guess that's one of the things I hate about like the way the internet works about that, and it's like something unavoidable because once it popped up, I just had tons of people tagging me, which not your fault. You know, I talk about this stuff. It's I only have myself to blame. But in case you haven't seen it, the supposed ending of this movie in just text form, not like an actual picture or like leak form, but just like people saying what the ending of this movie is going to be is out there, and they have talked about it. Where like the ending of this has even been controversial with test screenings. Audiences weren't a big fan of it. And Daniel Destin Cretton is also the director, is playing into that by saying, watch this movie like it's going to be your last Spider-Man movie. Oh, like, oh, I wonder why he's saying that. But I guess also what I hate about it, and some of my friends are doing this, which I still love you guys, but some of my friends online, some of my mutuals are pretending like it's their fan theory that they know how this movie will end. When you just read the leaks and now you're just regurgitating it like your theory. Do not do this, man. Just say you saw it and you want to talk about it, okay? Don't be saying this thing of, oh, I think this and this is gonna happen. You saw the leak, buddy. That you didn't just come up with that on your own, okay? But anyways, that would also, if that's how the movie actually is going to end, well, then the symbiote being attached and recreating comic covers, which was what they love to do, it only makes more sense then. So yes, I now believe maybe that's what we're doing, and maybe they just dropped the whole man spider thing, and instead it's the symbiote all along. We'll see. People also want to say it's because Tom and Zendaya at the carpets have been wearing nothing but black, and that's them hinting at like the symbiote again. I don't know if there's like a history of them doing that. What you see, Amster. I don't know how to spell Amsterdam. Google, do it for me. Like, see, like they're just wearing all black and all that, and red and their colors. And I'm just like, I've never really seen. Has that been a thing in the other movies? I've never noticed that their colors. I just figured, well, Spider-Man colors, so they match like Spider-Man. I never. What did like Zendaya wear like green for Mysterio and Far From Home? Like what? Zendaya, From Home premiere. What did that look like? Oh, she had about the same outfit. It's like almost the same wardrobe, black and red. Well, I guess that was for the that was for the suit. He did wear a black and red suit. Okay. What about for the No Way Home premiere? No Way Home premiere. Um, I mean, it's just some spider webs. I don't know if that really hints to the suit. It's a fire fit for sure. Let's see. I want to find the exact outfit. I mean, yeah, I mean, does this really give Black Suit Spider-Man? I guess kind of, maybe. I don't know. Fire fit again. We'll see. We'll see. But that's what they're saying. That's what's going around. Um you guys let me know then what you think then of that. I feel like that's the only thing that does make sense. It's the symbiote protecting him from Jean Grey because he's already a host in his mind. Can't have another host. But then again, like the Hulk, he's got two minds in there and Jean can go in there. But I guess he's an alien being, right? Maybe he's got more protection than Peter. Who knows? But I'm thinking that's what it is. That's what it is. No way. Someone said Speed is in the chat. Speed is not in the chat. Do not do that to me. Speed is here. He's at the World Cup. Why would he be stopping 3C streaming? Chill out, guys. I hate you. All right, let's move on to Avengers Doomsday. Avengers Doomsday. Okay, so it's kind of been a long week for Avengers Doomsday because I think it was earlier this week a leak of the movie, which heck, let's just play it. Let's just dance with Feige. Come at my house, Feige. Oh. Uh there was a Doomsday leak online that came out. Let's see. Oh, not trailer leak. Let's just do leak. A video that was going around online. Uh Basically it was this one with the watermarks everywhere. And okay, I didn't talk about it right away. I know a lot of people are like, Chris, why didn't you bring it up? Chris, why don't you do a video, this and that? Because everybody who saw the footage at CinemaCon, they all in unison were like, this is nothing like what the footage looked like at CinemaCon. Some of the costumes are wrong. The Sentinels looked a little different. This is not matching up. It looks AI generated. So again, I'm trusting my friends. I'm believing them, and I'm thinking that they're on board with telling the truth and all that. But again, it's the blurry image, so maybe they just couldn't see it all that well. Well, now more HD looks of this supposed leak have landed. Again, I think it's also using some AI to like filter out, and now who are in, kind of like John Campia, who has known about everything going on, is saying, "Oh, this is actually legit. This is actually a real leak. This is a real scene, a real thing that happens in the movie." Okay, let's talk about this because this is the new era of the way things happen and the way leaks go on. Because one, it was either clearly a fake done through clever Photoshop or someone that was just very skilled in editing. Now people can AI generate crazy things and just say it was part of the movie. But now there's this new wave where, yes, it's AI generated, but it's AI generated and trained from an actual scene from the movie, essentially making it as real as possible, even though it is 100% AI clip. Like, let me get you some of these photos I've been seeing, because some of the people don't even look right. Okay, that one is the right photo. But like I've seen some like high def ones where I'm like, that is not Anthony Mackie, that is not Chris Evans. Like, who are these people? But it's looking like these are legit. Okay, now if you guys remember, it's being debated whether this is legit or not, and a lot of these leaks, including the Spider-Man ones, all came from Russian hackers. And you want me to tell you something, guys? These guys emailed me, and I got scared. I was shaking in my little booties. I didn't get anything cool or information from them, but like they messaged me in Russian, translated, and they were like, "Hey, we saw you talk about it. You mentioned it was a Russian leak. How did you know that information? Please don't lie to me." Oh, dude, if I didn't clench my booty hole and go, because these guys hacked Marvel and Sony. I don't know if you know this. I am not Marvel or Sony. My passwords, my life, easily hackable. So when they hit me with, "Don't lie to me," it was like Thanos had spoken those words to me. "I will bathe the stars in your blood." I was, okay. Here's my nudes, here's my bank account. Please leave me alone, Russian hackers. Didla fletsla. That's Russian for leave me alone. No, it's not. It's some gibberish I just made up, but like at least 30% of you believe that right now. And no, I just told them, I was like, "Oh, hey, I mean, I just like literally I saw the information on Twitter. A lot of people, it's common knowledge on Twitter, and they just hit me back with, "Okay, thank you for telling us." And that was it. They didn't hit me back. Everything is still intact. But if I get framed or if my information gets out there, guys, you know who the culprit was. You know who the culprit was. But okay. So this is out there. I don't think, like I said, I don't think this is actually any done on purpose by Marvel, them trying to copy what Sony does in terms of like their leaks and all that. Here, like that's not Anthony Mackie. That's Anthony McGee. You see what I'm talking about? Like that's not Simi Luu. That's Simi Woohoo. Who even is blood in the back? I can't even make out that face. What the heck? That's not who they are. Yeah, these are crazy, but again, so it looks like these are based on actual leaks. If anything, this also looks like unfinished CGI, and that makes sense because the Russian leaks did get unfinished CGI works. The Spider-Man trailer that leaked like a week or two before, or I think it was like a week before the trailer came out, it was unfinished CGI. If you go back and watch the one with the red X on it, which is the exact same trailer we got now, it has a ton of unfinished CGI. This also clearly has a lot. Like you can see a lot of characters are composited in. Like, I mean, Cyclops and Gambit in the back look like they're photoshopped in. The background isn't fully finished, but this scene, basically what we're seeing is them in the, looks like in the X Mansion lawn. Sentinels have arrived. Doctor Doom is controlling them. Okay, couple of things about this, because now knowing this is real, exactly, that's my first thing I wanted to talk about. Why is Chris Evans fighting in khakis? I also am not a huge fan of the fact that Chris Evans is most likely going to be in that outfit for the entirety of the movie. Bro became a dad and said, I am super dad. I'm Captain Dad. Bro even has the belt. I'm surprised he doesn't have the New Balances on with a lawnmower as his Mjolnir going, you'll pay, Doom, soon as I put my son down for his nap. Okay, a couple of reasons I feel like they had to do this. Just call him regular dude. Avengers, water my lawn. I think a big reason for that, and people are gonna get mad of it, is because they don't want to take away Sam Wilson and his status as Captain America. The shield has been passed on. He dons the costume. I do think putting Chris Evans in the Captain America outfit again, and maybe even taking his shield away, or even if he lets him keep his shield, does take something away from Sam, and it will send maybe not the wrong message, but it'll just give the wrong look and impression. While I still think there's a world where two Cap Americas can exist, I think they still want to make it clear, no, Sam has earned this. Sam has the shield. He is Captain America. But man, I just don't want to see Chris Evans' character dressed like that fighting Doom. You know how much aura you lose just in a black t-shirt throwing it down with Doom? Oh, it's just going to look so horrendous, man. Captain Couch, the chat saying. But I think that's mainly why, is they still want to honor Sam as Cap, have that going, and it probably will make sense within the story. Think about when something goes down, you don't have all this time to get in costume. Everyone else did. Admittedly, everyone else did have time to be like, Doom's attacking? Let me go put on my spandex. These outfits minimal take like 10 minutes to get into, but Steve, maybe he had to hit the ground running, and there was like, oh, my New Balances. No, I just bought these. So that does kind of suck. Can we talk about Nightcrawler's white hair? Maybe that'll look better in the actual movie. Not a huge fan of Nightcrawler's hair all of a sudden going white like that. Looks a little funny to me, but whatever, it's fine. I'm 50-50 on Mystique in the outfit. You know, so iconic to have her the way they did in the movies, but it's probably just for a makeup reason, because can imagine getting that blue outfit head to toe. That must take, I mean, Jennifer Lawrence hated it, and you could see it movie to movie. Jennifer Lawrence's makeup got progressively cheap just to speed up the process. And bro, Reed in his lab coat, that's how you know he didn't have time before that. He broke and even take off his coat. Give that to Cap. I'd rather see Cap in Reed's jacket fighting off Doom than in black shirt and khakis. But whatever, I think that's going to be the case in it. I'm trying to think of any other things to have here. Other than that, I'm just excited, man. This movie's sounding so epic, so grand. A lot of crazy things going down in it. We did get a look at Doom. I'm still not sold on the Doom look, man. I think the mask is fine. I'm just not crazy about the abdomen part. I was literally talking about this with the toys that leaked. I talked about it on the side flick. The abdomen part is not working for me. I think they're going with like almost like a samurai kind of look, like, you know, like ancient armor kind of vibe, but I don't know. I don't like that part of the suit. Mask and everything else looks fine. I'm curious to how his magic works. We know the emblems that he has, like one is a Captain Marvel emblem, one is a Thor Mjolnir, so He's using runes and chaos magic, so that should look fine. All right, maybe I'm the only one. Some people saying here, I like it. I like it. Yeah, you're right. Maybe VFX isn't done. This is a pre VFX shot from what it looks like. Is that Beast in the back? Let me see. Was there? Okay, so let's name them here. So we got Yelena, we have Gambit. That's got to be Gambit. Then we have Nightcrawler, we have Mystique, my boy Cyclops. Yeah, I guess that has to be Beast. I guess the effects aren't completely finished. For a sec, I thought that was Gambit, but he's right here. Yeah, that has to be Beast. Steve Rogers, Thor, Shang-Chi, Captain America, and Mr. Fantastic. Wonder where the rest of Fantastics are. That'd be some. And Reed, please tell me you're stretching. So now that we know this is kind of legit, let's take another kind of slow-mo look. Has there been like an HD one of this? Let me see, like Doom HD. Let's see if there's like an HD leak of this. Feige's gonna take down the stream as I'm going. It's only in shots, so it's just in these little moments that people capture and then they try hiding it up. So it looks like these are legit, guys. Again, I think it's still part of those Russian hacks. I'm sure Marvel, in a way, is kind of pissed, but they also see this as marketing, and this movie's supposed to be a lot crazier, more wild things go down. So I think at the end of the day, Feige kind of sees it a little bit as like, it's just buzz for us, but it's like, dang, where's this trailer? I'm still hoping it comes out with Spider-Man Brand New Day, so we're literally less than a month away if that ends up being the case. Because after that coffee incident with the Russo brothers, it's like, hey, where's this trailer? Where's this trailer? Let me see what the chat's saying. This channel might get wiped, RIP. I don't know. This thing's kind of been out there for a while, and I don't even really see it get copyrighted. Like the Spider-Man trailer was getting copyrighted for the longest when that was going around, but this leak going around, no one's really taking it down. So I'm thinking it's fair game, and Feige's okay. Feige's like, you do your thing, Chris. You do your thing, Mr. Tracy. Pearl Jam cap. Feige's behind. He's right behind me, isn't he? What was the coffee incident? Oh, it was just because they teased on their Instagram, hey, big announcement, an event this day, this time, and then it was them opening up a Doomsday coffee shop in London with like themed drinks and stuff. Which is cool for the people who got to go there, but it didn't really do much for us. When are you seeing Spider-Man? I have no idea yet, but hopefully I did get my tickets. I bought my tickets. As far as press screening goes, don't know yet. Hopefully it's at least a week before the movie comes out. I'd like that. So yeah, guys, you guys let me know then. These leaks appear to be legit. It's actually from the movie. What do you think of it? The situation, the costumes, the source of it all. Love to hear your guys' opinions down below. Okay, I wish, dude. I usually don't seek out someone's asking red carpet for Brand New Day. I usually don't seek out, and I just wait because like every red carpet I've been to is they like hit my email up, whether it was Deadpool, Wolverine, Superman, John Wick Ballerina. But this one I'm thinking I'm gonna like be desperate and reach out and be like, can I please smell Tom Holland, please? I'll do anything. Yeah. Brand New Day popcorn buckets. I mean, I have a short on the channel that's up there. Y'all can look at that. That's been up there. But yeah. After yesterday's intro, you're definitely on the red carpet. I wish. Yeah. But here we go. Okay. Well, that was it. Let me see what we got on the Reddit pages. And if you guys have any more, I'm taking over 3C Live. Buddy, this is like the 100th time I've seen this. I'm just going to give you the thumbs up and say I'm glad you did it. But now we're moving on. Did you see the Brand New Day script leak? No, and I would not want to see a script leak, man. At this point, I just want to enjoy the movie. I just want to enjoy the movie. What if we see the symbiote rage in Spider-Man 4 and the black suit in 5 and Venom in 6? I would rather just see Venom already in 5. Don't make me wait 6 movies. Oh, in 3 movies for all that. Brew knew something we didn't. I knew it was weird to ask, is your fiance pregnant? Oh, yeah. They guessed it. Yeah, nothing. Oh, okay. Another 3C lookalike is out there. My cousin. Good stuff, good stuff. Nothing really new on the Reddit pages. Okay. Let's go into your guys' viewer submitted questions. All right. First question here. Gabriel Vega says some updates about the Dead by Daylight movie have been revealed last Sunday. Plus, they announced Art the Clown will come to Dead by Daylight in November and Scooby Doo. Did you see what Scooby Doo is going to look like? I don't know if I like that. I was excited when I heard Scooby Doo and Dead by Daylights. Then I saw the costume and I said, oh, there's Scooby Doo for you. That's not Scooby Doo. That's Scoobert Dune. I tried, okay? I had 10 seconds to come up with that. That's what I came up with. Scoobert Dune. I guess it's a cool little costume to add on. I would have rather had the anthropomorphic dog. But yeah, that's happening. They did get a director for it. It wasn't anybody that like I really knew. I think it's like a French director, which is nothing bad. I just like didn't have much of a comment to say about it. I'm still excited for the movie and what will become of it. Same here. Thorder Paulson, I believe he's a French director. Oh no, Icelandic native. Sorry, Icelandic. Best known for creating and directing the nation's first Netflix original series, The Valhalla Murders, premiered in 2020. His feature-torial debut, The Damned, hit theaters in early 2025. Wide release. Okay, cool. Don't know much about his work. I hope it's done well. We know they're going based off the game. I will always remind you, for people who want this Dead by Daylights to be some sort of like Ready Player One or Space Jam thing, from what I understand, they are doing all based on the video game. They're not gonna have Pennywise show up. They're not gonna have Michael Myers. They're not gonna have Chucky. Any of like the IP characters in Deadlight, even though Blumhouse owns like 2018 Michael Myers. From what I understand, they're not putting those characters in. They're going to be focusing on the original characters created for the game and doing something there. All right, semi TS5 spoilers was again bummed that not a lot of old characters had much to do. In fact, I don't think Buttercup said one line at all, right? Oh man, I'm trying to think. Are you talking about the Stranger Things 5? What's Toy Story 5? I was like, what? Why can't I think? Yeah, that is one of the bummers, and I talk about that in my spoiler review. That just like so little, and like here, I'll say this: like we get one scene of Bunny and Ducky, and I believe they have like no lines in the movie, which makes sense. You know, Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele. They're a little expensive, but this is a shot from Toy Story 5. They're in the movie, but they don't say a word. A lot of these characters you meet, even Bo doesn't say or do much, but it's just such a big cast now. Hey Chris, have you ever heard of Blind Wave? They are a reaction group of movie TV shows. Yeah, I think I even have talked mutually to a couple of them online. Yeah, I admittedly don't watch a lot of theirs because I don't watch much reaction content. I think the only reaction content I watch is pretty much it. I still really like watching those videos. But nothing against them. It's just, you know, I don't spend much time watching that stuff. But hey, from the little I have seen of them, good stuff. The MCU doing Battleworld. What are 5 fights you would want to see? Mine is Toby and Andrew versus Black Suit Tom. Agree. That'd be a great one. Ghost Rider versus, I guess, Toby. So many people just versus Toby. I'd like to see Ghost Rider versus Toby, right? Man, Battleworld, it could be anybody. Deadpool versus Wolverine versus the Hulk would be awesome. But like they teased that in Deadpool and Wolverine, but I would actually want to see that fight happen. Make it 2003 Hulk. I want it, or incredible Edward Norton Hulk, right? Or just Edward Norton. That'll work for me, right? Let's see what the chat says about some of the ones that should happen. Start spewing them off, chat. Cyclops and Wolverine. Yeah, but like that's like you want kind of an out of pocket one because it's Battle World. It's all the characters in one land. It's like you could see Cyclops and Wolverine fight in an X-Men movie, but what could you see in a Battle World movie, right? Someone throw in Homelander. Hulk versus Hulk would be great. Like 2003 Hulk versus a smart Hulk. That'd be fun to see. I don't think Moon Knight's showing up at all in Secret Wars. Captain America, yes, Captain America, Cyclops, definitely. Mr. Fantastic versus Blade. I don't even know. There's some good options there. Wolverine versus Iron Man, Thor versus Doomsday. Well, I think you just mean Doom. Thor versus the movie Doomsday just rips a Blu-ray copy. Perfectly ripped. How did Mario Galaxy fail as a real Galaxy story? I do like. Are you asking like legitly or unironically? Like how did it fail at that? I do wonder, man. It like you had honestly right there, but I think there was just a lot of like they want to throw in as many different video game elements as they can. They wanted to tease the Star Fox stuff for his game. But they really had like a good story, and they really didn't even do Rosalina's actual story. You know, they still did a heartfelt thing with Peach and making them sisters, but it just felt so underbaked, man. Such a bummer because I really liked Galaxy, the game. Also, do you listen to podcasts at all? I would highly recommend What Went Wrong. It's about troubled productions that famously went through it. I think I have listened to an episode or two of that, but I'll give it. I am actually in need of a podcast. You know, I hate to admit it. We talked about it early on this stream, like at the beginning of the stream, because we said RIP to Oliver Tree. But I only knew of Oliver Tree because way back in the day, like I would listen to like the H3 podcast, and it was just like good, like oh, I don't mean good content. I get they're controversial, but like it was just like it was 3 hours almost daily of material, and for somebody who is like an iPad kid and needs background noise when I'm brushing my teeth, showering, eating food. I need background noise to do the most simplest tasks. It was just something good to have. And now I'm like, I don't have anything because I don't listen to them anymore. It's not really something I like to, but it's like I don't have someone I listen to. Like and like nothing against the skate pod. I'll throw on a video of theirs or like a segment of theirs if it's a topic I want to hear their opinion on. But I guess it's different because I know those guys now. I've hung out with them and all that. So it's kind of weirder for me. It's the same way like people in my family don't really watch my videos because they know me. So it's like it's a little weird for them to watch me. It's that same thing. So it's like I really don't have like a podcast I listen to. So like in the chat, if you guys have like a movie related or just like a funny podcast you guys listen to, let me know because I am in need of some background noise. 3C lore on your first horror film in theaters. Oh man, I wish I could remember, dude. I honestly don't even know what my like. Well, my dad tells me it was, but I don't know. He said my first movie in theaters was Hercules, which I still love that movie, but I don't. Oh, dude, let's see. Thinking back, the earliest movie I can think about like being a horror film I saw in theaters, bro, jeez. Maybe the Ring or Grudge. Those are like 2003, 2004. I remember The Ring creeped the hell out of me as a kid, dude. I was like taken back. It'd have to be that. At this point, Chris, say the symbiote isn't in the movie because even things you say isn't happening does, and I want Black Suit Spidey manifest again. Hey, I want Black Suit Spidey too, so symbiote is not in the movie. Let's just make a poor clip right now. You're stupid if you think the Black Symbiote is showing up in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm sorry, but if the Black Symbiote is in Spider-Man Brand New Day, I will break this finger. Let's see if that clip ages well. Hey, 3C, for no reason, because you're awesome, I'm going to tell you my fave 9 movies of all time. Okay, awesome. I actually would like to hear them. Okay, number 1, Interstellar. Kung Fu Panda 2. 3, Death Becomes Her. I have never heard of that movie. Interesting. Pleasantville. Okay, that's a nice one. Jaws. Interesting. Misery. Like it. Top Gun Maverick. Tangled. La La Land. Like that La La Land is up there. The only one I guess I need to check out that I've never heard of, my friend, is Death Becomes Her. Let me just write that down. Death Becomes Her. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen or heard of this one, my friend. Let me just put it up in case anybody else needs to see it. Poster with cleavage, though. I can see why it'd be your favorite. I can see why it'd be your favorite. All right. I'll have to add it to the list. They're doing a test screening next week for a new Disney movie near me. It's either Gato or Hex. Oh, dude, that's a subject I forgot to talk about. Okay. Let's talk about this. And Reed, if you're here, if you're listening, buddy, I want this a clip on the Clippity channel, please. Okay, there was a Disney trailer with all the Toy Story 5 and a Spider-Man trailer stuff. There was a new trailer that came out for a Disney movie, and I gotta admit, the Disney animated movies, not Pixar, because that's a separate studio. I know it's within the Disney house, but the Disney animated movies have really been hit or miss for me. Like Wish did not care all that much. What was it? What was it? Great New World. Let me look up the Disney animated movies. Disney uh animated. I think like the last one I actually just like liked, not even loved, just liked was Raya Dragon, whatever that one was called. But the list from Walt Disney Animation Studio. I know we have Hexed. Okay, here we go. Here's a list of them. Oh no, Encanto. But Strange New World, Wish, Moana 2. Okay, Zootopia. You're right. Okay, Zootopia was the last one. Uh, but these other films are kind of just like been hit and miss, right? So Hex, I was like, all right, let's give it a chance. And there's been a lot of production changes with Hex, and I do never want to be that guy because it's such an easy like complaint to make. It's such an easy thing to say. But when people were saying this looks like an AI generated movie, I couldn't argue that much. And I'm being sincere on it, where like I'm not trying to say it in terms of being like rude or hateful or just hating for no reason. But the reason a trailer like this does look AI generated is because you have to remember, for when AI generated videos were crazy like a year ago, and were like that for like the past 4 years, up until like Disney finally copyrighted and told them, hey, you keep this AI software, we're going to sue you to oblivion. And that's why you can't make AI videos on like softwares anymore. You remember when we saw like the Tom Cruise video? Well, anyways, a lot of those were trained on Disney movies and emulating the Disney style, whether it was Pixar, Disney Animation Studios. So honestly, when you're saying that this looks AI generated, it's literally because the AI Disney videos you've seen have been trained on Disney movies. So now when you see Disney animation, you think AI, because it's like this vicious cycle. It looks AI because it was trained by this animation style in AI. You know, so like it's this crazy like circle effect that has come around now, that Disney's own unique style and effect was hijacked by AI, that now it's been taken over. But the other thing that is really like the death of cinema right now and sucks, but it's just marketing. It's what has to be done because we see the power of social media. People noticed that the trailer was made to basically be seen on a phone. So right here, they put this box in to show you you could stretch the trailer out to the size of a phone, and this is what is being shown. They now movies do not feel as cinematic, as unique, or as crazy, because now they are being filmed with this center cinema style, so that it can always be clipped and repurposed for social media. You don't see as much uniqueness going on because everything has to be center framed so that we can make sure kids can flip it and you can actually just watch this movie months from now in 50 parts while you're on the toilet. And like seeing it like that, that's what throws it off. Cinematography, sorry guys. But like that really is like, when you watch it this way, it's like, man, this is where we're headed and this is what we have to gear towards. We don't get as visually unique movies anymore with interesting directions because everything has to be made sure it's still packaged nicely for social media. And again, I think that sucks. Uh Seen it like with the Netflix interviews. I think it was like, I forget if it was Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, but like somebody was mentioning in Netflix movies, they like constantly are asking you, hey, can the character explain the plot again? Can they like dumb down what's going on in it? Because people are watching these movies on their phones. When they look up, they're like, wait, what happened? What's going on? And, oh, this character just said they're doing that. Okay, good. I don't have to rewind now. Back to being on my phone. Like, this is the way things are now. So I don't know. I think it kind of sucks. The movie could still end up being great. If I'm being honest, the movie in itself, even putting aside the art style, I just don't think it feels like that interesting of a movie. It feels, again, like an animated film that's been done to death. It's a girl finds out she comes from a witch family and she now explores this witch land. How many like animated movies already exist with that kind of storyline, where it's like, oh, you actually are this person, so let's go do this. I don't know. It could still end up being good. The movie's gone through a lot of changes. I believe originally it was actually supposed to be a male character, and then they changed it to female. Not to say that means anything, but like, okay, it's just interesting that that was a change. Maybe because I think it's a harder sell. More girls, have that witch phase, or like they believe in witchcraft or things like that. So like maybe it's just more relatable in that aspect. But yeah, like even comparing it here, which I'll get copyrighted, but like sorry, that just blasted your guys' ear. Here, you
Where
can
we go
see a
from
lot
here?
goodness, I'm trying to you can see a lot less of like the center framed kind of style. And I think that is really interesting. You see, and this looks way better. That DreamWorks movie, that looks more stylized, heightened. That looks more exciting to me than this one. But you guys bring it up. I know your ears. I'm so sorry, guys. You're like, but you guys let me know what you think. Again, I don't want to poo-poo it, and if the movie ends up being great, awesome. I still am excited for whatever Disney pulls off doing, but just a lot of their original films have been very miss with me. Like again, I'm looking at this list, and like Wreck-It Ralph was an original one I loved. Did not like the sequel all that much, if I'm being honest. Loved Moana, loves Zootopia, Big Hero. Like this was a generational run for them. When they were here, everybody was talking about them like they were Pixar. They're like, oh, okay, they don't need Pixar anymore because they made their own Pixar. And then Wreck-It Ralph 2 happened. People like Frozen 2. Raya was okay. Encanto was a hit, but they didn't believe in it. Remember they dumped Encanto on Disney Plus, and then that song went like so viral. Strange World, unfortunately, Wish didn't do much. Moana 2, and now Zootopia 2. So yeah, you guys let me know. You guys let me know. All right. Let's go back. Sorry. Try and catch up to where I was. Let's see. And to answer your question, because I didn't even answer that. When was the last time you went to a test screening? The last movie I saw test screening was probably it might have been either Deadpool 2 or Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Those are the last ones I genuinely remember where like I saw the movie like literally months and with unfinished animation or VFX. And honestly, that like ruined Spider-Verse first watch for me because I had to see a lot of it with unfinished animation to where I liked the movie. I thought it was good, but I think I would have loved the movie first time watch if I didn't see it that way. I did like Encanto, by the way. I did really like Encanto. What actors you want to see have a comeback? Man, what actors would I like to see have a comeback? I mean, not necessarily a comeback, but I would love Bill Hader to be bigger than he is. Like he already is kind of a big actor to a lot of people my age. I think he's hilarious, but I think he deserves more work than he gets. I think he's awesome. If he was still alive, Robin Williams would be one of them. But I mean, Rick Moranis, he's coming back, right? Let me see. Let me look up retired actors. Retired actors still alive. Old actors still alive. Okay, whatever. Um, it's been a while since we've seen a Morgan Freeman. I'm Morgan Freeman. Denzel's still killing it. It's making Equalizer movies, really, but Denzel's still killing it. What's the chat saying? Robin Williams was go to yeah, I get. Someone said Ezra Miller. Toby Maguire. Yes, I thought he was. I remember after No Way Home, like it was a big deal. He got like a new agent, and then he was in the movie. Oh frick, I forget what the name of the movie was, but it's from the director of La La Land. It was like about cinema. He had a small part in that, and then I haven't really seen much. Maybe I guess just Doomsday will be his next big thing. Babylon. Thank you, Babylon. Jonah Hill. Yeah, I guess Jonah Hill. I mean, he's still doing things here and there. I'm trying to think of like someone who hasn't done anything in a long time that it's like bring them back. I can't think of it. Sylvester Stallone, I still like, but he's like doing Tulsa King and all this stuff. Harrison Ford is on a show on Apple TV. So they're all still kind of acting. Someone said James Franco, I guess if you want. Ben Stiller, you know what? Yes, it has been a minute, and we will get a Ben Stiller movie with him in Meet the Parent or whatever it's called, the new one. Where Ariana Grande is gonna be his daughter-in-law. I'm actually kind of excited for that. I did watch the first episode. I only got to the first episode. I want to continue watching it, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, and I'm excited to continue on. Chris, it's my first day on my first job tomorrow at 16. Hey, I was 16 when I had my first job. A rude 21. Just folding clothes. Walking around saying, "Can I help you with anything?" All right. Good luck, man. Did you hear about the law? Oh, yes, I did see this. Terrifier has another lawsuit, unfortunately. This one, I don't know. This one seems a little bit more like it could have some big ramifications. We still don't know the outcome of the previous lawsuit, but there's a new lawsuit against Terrifier. Complex here has it here. Terrifier franchise hit with lawsuit over Art the Clown ownership and film rights. Okay, so here we go. Let's see here. So it says here, at the center of the dispute is a series of agreements signed in 2013 between filmmaker Damien Leone and Ruthless Pictures, whose rights were later assigned to Ruthless Studios. According to the complaint, Leone transferred ownership of the original Terrifier and the Ninth Circle short film, which was the original creation of Art the Clown, along with the related copyright, trademark, sequel rights, and derivative work to the company for $5,000. So this is saying for $5,000, Damien gave up those rights to Art the Clown and all that because this studio would then make, which was one of the first feature-length films with Art the Clown, which I believe was All Hallows Eve, those shorts and all that. Then it says here, which I think is the tricky part and could lend Damien to win. This it says the lawsuit alleges that although Ruthless owners gave the right to produce audiovisual works of all types, the sequel there and remarks therefore after dude I cannot read therefore all over types of derivative works based on Theron as well as all copyright. Okay, here it goes. It claims Ruthless the studio claimed in 2013 the anthology film All Hallows Eve, which incorporated both Terrifier and the Ninth Circle, were helping turn Art the Clown into a recognizable horror icon. The company says it also secured domestic and international distribution rights from the film, but then they gave permission to Damien. They gave him permission to make the first Terrifier movie. It said here, Ruthless gave him permission that he could go make the first Terrifier film. That already seems, and they say here it's a one-time exception. That seems a little odd. If you own the right to a character and it's yours, you're just randomly, yeah, go ahead, use our character. You make your movie, fine. That seems a little weird. That seems a little like, okay, why wouldn't you be part of that? Why wouldn't you want to join in on that? Especially if you already felt Art the Clown was a success from All Hallows Eve. And then, you know, Damien Leone went on to make Terrifier 2 and 3 without that studio. And they said he didn't get permission that time for those. So they're looking to rebrand. It definitely sounds like this studio didn't have faith in Art the Clown becoming as big as he did. So they let Damien make that first Terrifier movie. Then when Art blew up and now he's everywhere, video games, stores, costumes, all this stuff, sequels. Now they're like, hey, we want some of that. The unfortunate part is if there actually is a legal document that says they have the right to Art from all the way back, they do have a legal standing. But I think, again, there's a mess area where it's like, yeah, but you gave him the exception to go make it on his own without it. Now you just want in. So it'll probably just be a thing where he'll have to pay like maybe a little settlement or fine to them and Damien can keep his rights. But yeah, it's always money. It's always coming down to money. But this is the kind of thing that could delay Terrifier 4 because they have to figure that stuff out. Let's see here. Hey, 3C, do you LARP? What do I LARP in? If there's anything I LARP in, let's see. Let's be honest, Chris. Let's be honest on what I LARP in. All right. Five Nights at Freddy's. Big old LARP. All right. I wish I was a bigger, more gigantic fan into that. I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it. I have fun talking about it. I do think the lore in itself is interesting. But I think once you get past the third game, the lore loses me. Where I'm just like, huh? And all the retcons and theories and games that are continuing on that switch things up. That's where it overcomplicates for me. But up to the first three games, genuinely I like the idea of William Afton and the pizzeria. Just Chuck E. Cheese is evil. Like, I love it. But I don't love it as much as other people, you know? So I would say yes. I LARP in Five Nights at Freddy's sometimes. Okay, admittedly, someone said James Bond. I'm honest. I don't make James Bond videos. I make Five Nights at Freddy's videos. I do my research and I try to make sure because the Five Nights at Freddy fans will bite my butt if I don't. The bite of 87. Right there, just a little LARP for you. Someone said I LARP movies. Well, F you, buddy. I don't. Come on now. So I don't. I mean, I play Fortnite. I'm not a pro, but I play it pretty dang well. I don't LARP that. Unk doesn't understand what LARP means. Yeah, LARP mean. Well, okay, if you're talking about the old definition of LARP, which is live action role play, that's not how I'm using it in this context. I'm using it in the new age young LARP. And if that's what you meant by the question, if you meant the old way, then no, I don't LARP. But if you meant LARP, whereas in you're pretending to be a fan of something for clout and views, like some people do, that's what I mean. That's what Spider. No, I do not LARP Spider. Don't you dare say it. I would not be sucking off Spider-Man if I don't got no Five Nights at Freddy's Tumblr. Okay. What else? Let's see what else the chat says. I'd like to be called out. Oh, see, but like I don't make Invincible breakdowns. I don't pretend to know like I'm that. I love Invincible though. I really do love it, but I keep saying I want to read the comics and I never have the time to go in. I've only read like 10 issues. Legit, I've read 10 issues, but I've not gone much deeper. And at this point, the show's so far ahead, I'm like, just let the show tell the story for me. But I don't make breakdowns or trailer videos on it. I just talk about my review whenever the season's over. All right, let's see what else. The hip context. Yeah. Nah, he gets it. He's cultured.
Oh boy, yeah.
Let's see here. No, I don't LARP the MCU. I like the MCU. Chris is hip with the new lingo. I try to keep up every day. Something. What's the newest word that's popped up? I think LARP is like the most recent thing added to my lexicon dictionary. Minions, maybe. I genuinely don't know much about the Despicable Me world. I think I still have not seen part 2 and 3. I've seen first Despicable Me. I've seen all the Minion movies, surprisingly, but I have not seen Despicable 2 and 3. So I guess yes, I LARP Minions. Okay, yes, yep, I LARP Minecraft. Them Minecraft videos do good, and them, whatchamacallit, them, I am kind of into the movie world, mainly because of the director and Jack Black, since they're the Nacho Libre and Napoleon Dynamite team. So yes, you could say I LARP Minecraft. Yep, definitely. Definitely. Someone said I LARP eating. Okay. No, I would say that's like a tricky one. Because I genuinely did grow up playing Sonic, loving Sonic. I would watch the Sonic X cartoon show. I've even seen some of the Sonic animated movies. I even read a couple of the, what is it? Oh, geez. Now I'm a LARP because I don't even remember the name. Is it Dark Horse? It's not Dark Horse. It's whoever owns the comics of Sonic. I've read a couple of those issues. But that's also, it goes so deep. You gave me a roster of all the Sonic characters. I think I could only name 10. There's so many of them. IDW, thank you. It's the same people who did the TMNT comics. That's a tricky one, though. Because that one's just not being as deep into the world as others. It's a good exercise, guys. See, it's always good to be honest with ourselves. Okay, well, I never claimed to be a video game expert. All right. I'm trying to. I'd like to expand my video game-ness, but it's so time-consuming. Okay, LARP scary movie, buddy, please. I watched those when I was like so young. I should not have been watching those movies with how young I did. That's enough. LARP Godzilla? I guess yeah, because I didn't grow up on the Toho movies. I know Godzilla from the video games, like the monster games with the profiles that like gave you the synopsis of the characters. That's how I knew who everybody was. And my Godzilla movie I grew up on is the Roland Emmerich one, which I don't think is the best one to be growing up on. So yeah, I guess in a way, yeah, I LARP Godzilla. Okay, that's blasphemy.
You need to leave.
Yeah. All right, we're done here. I've been insulted enough. Let's see here. The Mask remake, like the comics or Jim Carrey sequel. I actually would like that. I just think it'd be a situation where general audiences would not like it. If you guys don't know, The Mask in the comics, I think Nostalgia Critic has a great video on it. The Mask in the comics, which one day I'd like to get into because that sounds interesting. The Mask is a lot more brutal, violent, and dark humor in his comics, right? Which you could say there was some dark humor in the Jim Carrey version, but overall it's lighthearted, it's fun, and it's awesome movie. I think anytime you remake that movie, if you want to do The Mask again, they expect a vibe of like the Jim Carrey. It's a comedy, it's a fun film. I think if you go the route of the bloody, violent cartoon that is the comics, I think some people will be like, "What the heck is this?" The Mask is a family movie, so I don't know. Uh, I'd take a Jim Carrey sequel, but who knows if he'd do it. Your YouTube advert this and next month finna be. Ooh, it is gonna be crazy. I think. Recent breakup from my 11-year relationship. Oh, bud, that's tough. Tonight is the first night I ever been alone in 34 years. Thanks for not making me feel alone. Oh, wait, love you, buddy. I love you. I don't have a good soundbite for like this, so what do I get?
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
Does that work? Let's see if that works. Patiently waiting for Chris to go out and buy all the brand. I am definitely thinking about it. I have the costume now. I definitely don't want to go out in public in just that. I feel like I would get arrested just for my web shooter imprint. And I'm not talking about the ones on my wrist. So I'm debating on doing it, but like dressed as Peter B. Parker. I have a kid. But then my issue is like I really wouldn't like to show my son's face too much in videos. So I'd have to either make him wear a mask or I'd have to get some really big sunglasses to cover his face. But I definitely want to. I mean, they got the Caesar's pizza, they got all the popcorn buckets. I keep getting TikToks of the merchandise that they have in Hot Topic and Box Lunch, and I'm like, ooh, oh, that's nice. That's my best Bruce from Finding Nemo impression. So definitely something I might have to do. Happy early Father's Day. Oh, thank you. Look slim. I could get slimmer. I could get slimmer. Seen Toy Story 5 yesterday, waiting for your spoiler review, sending good vibes to you and your fam, bam. I got my Spider-Man brand new day through Prime. Hey, nice. Yeah, I got him through Prime as well. Spoiler review should be up tomorrow. Spoiler review should be up tomorrow. I think you guys will like what I'm wearing. Moved to LA. Also, 3 cities lore on any trauma. You know what? And I'm not to talk down on any cities, man. I love Dallas. When I was growing up here, because I was such a Spider-Man fan, I genuinely believe when I grew up, I'm gonna go and live in New York. And then you go to New York and you're like, yeah, I'm okay. Maybe it's for some people. It was not for me. Once I smelled piss in the streets, I said, no, thank you. I want a little bit more clean air. When I pick my nose and it's black, that's when maybe I shouldn't be breathing that air every day. TMI? Well, there you go. But it is kind of fun. Every time I do go to New York for like an event when I get invited, I do have fun walking the city and checking out all the pizza places and foods, but I just don't think I could actually like live there. And so then LA, right? Well, like I do this movie stuff and I'd get to do so many other opportunities if I lived in LA, whether it's premieres or things with studios. Like I see other content creator friends of mine's do, but honestly, again, I go to LA and I don't like it. I don't know why that's where all the celebrities live. Maybe because the weather is nice. I don't like how crowded it is, the traffic. There's parts of LA that is just like so nasty looking. I'm just like, no, thank you. So I'm good here. I'm good here. And traffic is starting to get worse in Dallas too. Like the area here is getting crowded. A lot of people moving here. It's traffic's starting to get bad here. Trauma though, no other trauma. I don't, not that I can think of, buddy. First super chat in a year. Well, we're happy to have you, man. I'll see you next year. Should the Grinch have kids in the sequel? I wouldn't mind it. I'd be very curious what the Grinch's kids would look like. Whether they would just be human people with green hair, maybe a beard. Let's see it happen. Why not? You know what's something they could explore? The Grinch comes from a world of other Grinches. That's kind of like something that they threw into the lore slightly in there in the first movie. Because if you watch the movie again, when they're talking about the baby Grinch that lands in Whoville, he accidentally got there. He was not supposed to be there. So maybe the movie is he finds his original parents. Because I mean, he had to have original parents from somewhere, and a land full of Grinches. Someone said with who? Well, remember the original Grinch movie had him wanting that one girl. Was it Martha May? One thing I want to know is how did no one at Sony notice that the Hulk in that GIF of Brand New Day was gray before they? No, they knew. I honestly they knew. I think they knew. Some person stole my buzz. Oh, did you put it down and go to the bathroom or something, buddy? Oh man, that must suck. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. What if the Grinch 2 pulls a reverse Terrifier and it's about Halloween? Honestly, I would love that. Maybe because I wonder if like other holidays exist in Whoville. Because the way they had that clock in the first movie, like this many days till Christmas, it makes it sound like they do have other holidays, but Christmas is like their big one. But it'd be nice if they don't and they like introduce Halloween. It'd be like a reverse uh, Nightmare Before Christmas movie, but with Halloween. I'd love it. Did you see the dinosaur of the Wild West trailer? No, I have not. Oh yeah, but it's by the director of Primitive War, and he like stuff has come out about them that doesn't make them seem like good people, so I'm all right. Brand New Day being 2 hours and 30 minutes. What do you think? I'm happy with that runtime. As long as the movie's good, I am happy with that runtime. And honestly, that just means there's so much of the movie we have not seen. We've gotten a lot of trailers and footage, and I know the week of the movie coming out, it'll be TV spot after TV spot after new footage, that it'll just ruin too much. But there is a lot of this movie we have not seen, and that is exciting. I just watched Toy Story 5. This is my Lou list best to okay. I like how you said best to okay, not best to worst, because there is no worst Toy Story movie. Toy Story 3 is first, agree. Toy Story 5, wow. That might be recency bias, but okay, pretty high up there. Toy Story 2, Toy Story 1, and Toy Story 4. I think we all universally agree about 4, but I still contend it is not a bad movie. Jesse's scene really hit with the feels. I teared up. Red lights, I agree. That Jesse scene is what made me tear up the most. Hey, Chris, as a fellow critic, as a fellow Chris, can you rank your favorite Chris actors? Ooh, what a great question. Fellow Chris actors. Okay, well, we have quite a lot. Chris. Okay, actors named Chris. Actors named Chris. Okay. I'll do top 5 because there is quite a lot. Okay, this is a good list. Who is that? I've never heard. I don't even know that Chris. And all of us Chris's know each other. We hang out and share photos of one another. Chris O'Donnell, Robin. Okay, great. All right. I'm gonna do a top 5. There's obviously a lot more, but I'm gonna do a toppy 5. Oh, Chris Farley, dude. Yes. Ludacris counts? Is his name actually Chris? Christopher Reeves, Christian Bale. Does a Christian count? I'm going to give it to a Christian. Dude, I have so many great Chris's and I belong in this echelon. We are in the Illuminati together. Chris's unite. Okay. Man, this is hard. I wouldn't even know who I put at number 1. Okay. All right, I'm not even going to do a particular order. I'm just going to name 5 ones that I would want on the list because it's too hard to rank. Okay. One I definitely want on the list. I really think Chris Tucker makes me laugh so much. Like from Smokey, that movie he did with Charlie Sheen, even his small part in the Nike movie that they made. I really hope he does show up in the new Friday movie with Ice Cube and they find a way in because it just hilarious. He needs to do more stuff. So Chris Tucker's on the list. Dude, this is then Chris Farley, just a legend, so funny. Imagining the movies he could have made if he didn't pass, what role he could have had in Adam Sandler films or original movies. Think about who he could have been in Grown Ups. right? Who could he have? Would he have replaced Kevin James' character, Rob Schneider? Who knows, right? As far as like sheer talent, I think you have to go Christian Bale as my number 3 spot. Oh, good for you! I made your list. Oh, yeah. Harvey Dent. Can we trust him? So that's in terms of talent. Now I want to add just like a best looking Chris. I can't include myself because I'm already there, but it's that top row, I think, in terms of best looking Chris. And I'm caught between Evans and Hemsworth. So I'm going to go Evans just because I think after a while, I will resent Hemsworth for that awesome Australian accent. Hey, mate. Oi. Evans, I feel, has my sense of humor. I don't know why. And now, last choice. Let's throw in a wild card. Let's throw in an unexpected. Someone that isn't even high in the Hollywood ranks, but definitely deserves. Was Chuck Norris a Chris? Dang, what happened to Chris Pine?
The power of the
wrong soundbite. All right, what the heck? I don't know. I thought that was Pitbull for a second. I was like, Mr. Worldwide is Chris? Chris Brown. Yeah, imagine I said Chris Brown is number 1. Oh, dude, is the Deep a Chris? I did not know that Deep was a Chris. The disrespect. Hey, I didn't say nothing bad about Pratt. I don't hate Chris Pratt like other people. I like him. I'm just. Oh, you know what? There we go. I was saying I need an unknown underground. I don't know if you know this guy, guys. Pretty low key indie filmmaker coming around. I think he's gonna do something special in the industry. I'm rounding it out with Christopher Nolan, and you know why? It's not even for his filmmaking. It's the fact that he's admitted he's a Fast and Furious fan. I need someone with that kind of taste on the list. So that is the Illuminati table of Chris's. Invitations will be in the mail, guys. Let's get together. I did not know how many cool Chris's there were out there. Not one loser. Hey, Chris, as a fellow Chris, can you rank your... Oh, yeah, I just did that. Okay. Hey, Chris, super sad Spider-Man won't be in IMAX. Yeah, me too. Do you think Cinemark XD is a good... Oh, yeah, Cinemark XD is great. And I'm not even just saying that because I'm a Cinemark shill. Can you explain what it does, and is it worth your... Great. Honestly, cannot. But all I know is Cinemark XD has like a nice big... It's their biggest screen. Cinemark XD versus IMAX. Let's find out right now. So it says here, IMAX and Cinemark XD both offer premium large format movie experiences, but IMAX focuses on taller screen, filling aspect ratios, and proprietary projections, while Cinemark XD relies on massive wall-to-wall screen, ultra-vibrant 4K digital projection, and customizable seating. So it just seems like it's, it's your alternative when IMAX isn't available. So it's right up the alley. Was Epstein a Chris? Someone just said Jeffrey Epstein. Oh no! That's why his name is Jeffrey, though. All of us Chris's got together and we're like, this dude, we got to take that name away. And we did it. And we said, your name's Jeff now. Your name's Jeff. You're welcome. All right. Which movie do you think will be parodied in Scary Movie 7? For me, oh yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do the black phone in Scary Movie. Dang. Yeah, the black phone should be in there. Together, it just wasn't big enough. I wouldn't mind it. Primate, I like it, but I feel like that could be a one-hand joke, like a really quick type one. But again, it has to be a movie that's made an impact. And whether you like the black phone or not, it's made an impact. It's up there. Yeah, the black phone should definitely be part of Scary Movie 7. Other than that, obviously, Obsession, Backrooms. What would be another big... Oh, well, they already did Weapons. What's gonna be another one? It's just really Obsession and Backrooms is like the ones I would want. Hi, Chris. If you had to pick 5 movies to watch for the rest of your life, what would they be and why? Okay, Back to the Future. This is self-explanatory. If there's an odd one in here, I'll explain why. Back to the Future, Spider-Man 2. Trying to think of like the movies I've rewatched most all. Man, okay. So I got Back to the Future, which is all around family fun movie. Spider-Man 2, my superhero movie. I think I want a comedy in there, right? I'm trying to think of the movies that like are my top comedies, and I'm caught between Dumb and Dumber and Step Brothers. I think in the end I'm gonna say Dumb and Dumber because that one always gets me going. Then, then I got 2 more. I don't have a horror movie in there just yet, so I need a good horror movie. So it's either gonna be Scream or Nightmare on Elm Street 3. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I'm gonna go Nightmare on Elm Street 3 as my horror. And now I just need a movie that'll like, oh, like the 3 movies that just came to mind. It's either Catch Me If You Can. I love Catch Me If You Can, Steven Spielberg movie. La La Land, out of all movies, because I need some sort of sentimental remind me to stay alive movies, or Whiplash to give me that motivation. Those 3 right now. I'm gonna go Catch Me If You Can. Those are my movies. Was that even 5? I think it was. Forrest Gump is great. Driving 4 hours to see my girl for her 20th birthday. Nice.
It's my birthday!
Please wish her a happy birthday and tell her she's old. Also, please tell her Wonka is good because she hates it. Girl, whose name I don't know. So your name right now is Elizabeth. What up with not liking Wonka? Chalamet King. Great Wonka. Come with me and you'll be on your 20th birthday. You're now unk and a little chopped. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. I saw double toasted point out but in Shrek 5 teaser when Donkey was singing the Police Roxanne, there was a reference to Eddie Murphy's movie 48 Hours in the scene where he's in jail. Oh, is that what it was? Man, I had not seen 48 Hours in a long time. When I was younger, when there was an actor I would just spend that month catching up on their filmography, and that's how I watched a lot of movies as a kid. And I think during my Eddie Murphy month, when I think I had to watch Norbit, and I was like, I want to watch more Eddie Murphy movies. Way better than Norbit. I'm 395 pounds. Thank you. Um, I remember really liking 48 Hours, and it was one of those movies at the time that was considered one of the echelon of buddy cop movies. I don't know if it's still up there, but yeah, interesting. I had not remembered. Uh, let's see here. Almost looks like the left has a black and white filter on it. Are you talking about the whatchamacallit? The Spider-Man Gray Hulk? I mean, it did look a little desaturated. I agree, but we'll see, man. I'm still I still want to believe it's just Green Hulk. What if the device takes out a lot of his gamma radiation? So he's great. And then if Spider-Man uses it to make the gamma webs to pump him, oh, just hit him with some green goo as he's going. That would explain the patches of green we were hearing about. Interesting theory. If Marvel decides to make any more R-rated projects, what would you like to see? Me personally, I would love a Magic Origin movie. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Not too crazy about the character, but that'd be all right. I would definitely want the Blade movie, just full on rated R, like in the Wesley Snipes era. I would want a Punisher movie because it's about time, and I just need him being a strategic, crazy Punisher. I need him either taking down the cartel. I need him taking down human traffickers. Just something, doing something, and killing people who deserve it. Um, let's see here. Ghost Rider. Let's have a movie where he goes to hell and it's just crazy. That'd be fun. Anything else than that? I don't know. To me, that'd be it. Another Deadpool movie, yeah. Did you hear that a Dead by Daylight movie is happening? It's based off a video game. Have you ever played it? I've played a couple minutes of it. I'm curious now with the revamp of the graphics and all that, if I can get more into it. I honestly was not crazy about it the first time, but admittedly I wasn't that good. Maybe that was the problem. But I do like watching some people play in the clips of people who like are able to juke others and have fun with the killers. That's fun. He may already have the symbiote. Yeah, we just talked about that. Would you play some Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 again in honor of the movie coming out? Brand new. I mean, there's plenty of hours already of that up. I don't know if I'd dive back into that, even though I did like the game. I heard the Saw franchise is not going to be a reboot. That's what Blumhouse. Yeah, we talked about that already. They said they still want to keep all the movies in line, but find a fresh entry point in. That's fine. I think it's probably the Lionsgate side of things because like once you reboot and you cut off that other world, those DVD sales, those other things and merchandise they have attached to kind of go away. So as long as the movie's good and they don't overcomplicate a lot of the lore, I'd be excited to see what they do. It's yo daddy, son. Whoa. 3C, you're the GOAT. I rewatched the first scary movies after your ranking on them, and I can't help but agree with 3 being your favorite. Anyways, what is your favorite sitcom of all time? Ooh. Does How I Met Your Mother count as a sitcom? Because honestly, I think that might be. Oh, The Office. Office is up there. Okay, The Office, How I Met Your Mother, Parks and Rec, Superstore. I'm trying to think of like other really funny shows I enjoyed. Superstore was underrated, man. I can't believe that show ended. I could have kept watching that go on and on. But yeah, there's someone. Office, baby. I wanted to get into Community. I got bored with it. Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle, sure. Never got into Scrubs. Like, just never gave it a chance. Oh, that 70s show. Yes, I love that 70s show growing up. It was like a show I loved. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, I do like. But yeah, those are the ones that came to mind. Hey, I've been working on a backroom short film, and I was wondering if you would like a line for the movie. Hey. Okay, here. Let me give you some clips of it. All right. Get into acting mode. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow. Cinnamon, synonym, cinnamon, synonym. Atit, atat, atut. Okay. Hey, did you guys hear that? Hey, did you guys hear that? Hey, did you guys hear that? There you go. You didn't know I could do that, huh? All right. Hi, Chris. Been a fan of yours since 8th grade. And now I graduated high school 2 weeks ago. Hey, congrats, man. Any advice or 3C lore? Also, big thanks for always being here and making your videos. Well, thank you guys for showing up and still being part of me all this time. I hope I don't end up being that YouTuber that's like, oh, I used to watch him. He's just got a little cringy and immature. I don't want to check him out anymore. I don't want. Stay with me. Grow with me. I'll follow you to college. I'm your Woody. Don't give me to Bonnie. She doesn't love me. What was the question? Also, any advice or 3C lore? I mean, it's just that, man. It's the time right now. Now until you're 25 is your goof off time to explore what you want to do. Pursue that thing that you're interested in, man. Whether it is movie related stuff, content creation, or anything else that isn't directly involved. Like if you want to be a lawyer, well then dude, sign up for school and go. You want to be a doctor? Sign up for school and go. But if you want to do something that's not as traditional and kind of out there, now's your time to pursue that, man. And if you work towards it, it could happen. Did you see? Oh, yes, I did see that. I didn't even know what to think of that. George Lucas is gonna be in a Minions movie. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a cameo and he's just playing himself, or like the Minions give him the idea for Star Wars, because I mean the movie does take place around that era where he was maybe about to make Star Wars or all that. Or he was a little younger. So maybe the Minions do something and he goes, "Oh, I write that down, write that down." But cool little cameo. Hey, Chris, maybe the symbiote is hidden on Peter at one point, and it amplifies his mutation, keeping Jean from the mind control Peter, because the shot in the trailer of him falling from the sky seems like him waking up from the symbiote. That would be crazy if that's what that shot actually means. I'd be free, like just waking up, and you're like already free falling in the sky. What is happening to me? But yeah, I'm starting to believe that theory more and more. Did you hear that? Oh, yes, I did see that. Jordan Peele finally settled on a script for his next movie. However, there's no plot synopsis, no date, and the speculation begins. I can't wait. Jordan's movies are always exciting. They're different. They're unique. I can't wait to see what he does. What is your favorite guilty pleasure cheesy horror movie from the 80s and 90s? Something not a major IP. Oh. See, like I was gonna say Leprechaun, because in fact, just the other day, let me pull this up here. This came in the mail. I like that this is a new thing where companies are now doing VHS releases of like not classic but older or newer movies. Because Lionsgate did this for Leprechaun, and it's a green VHS tape. That's awesome. And they did Scream 4, a white VHS tape, also awesome. I don't even own a VHS player anymore, guys. I'm trying to find a CRTV with a VHS player, something not too big because those things are insanely heavy. But I want one now, and that started an addiction. But as you were saying, uh, not a major IP, but from back then. Oh man, cheesy movies, dude. I went through like a tirade of them back as a kid. Let's see. 80s. Let me look up 90s horror movies. Let me just look up some of the underrated ones that. These are all the classics, though. I want like the underrated, the hidden gems. See if I can get any in here. That scroll is gonna be diabolical. Let's see. Let's see. Underrated. I mean, the one that comes to mind is like Funhouse. I liked Funhouse. Right? That was one. That wasn't really like a big IP. Funhouse. Uh, it- I I think this is the one about like they're in a circus and there's like a guy there who has like a twist, like a no, not that one, not 2019. Sorry, my fault. I don't know why I did that. I just followed what Google was saying. 1981. This one was fun. I liked it. Or is this the one where the serial killers are loose? The fun house. No, yeah, it's this one with the monster in it. I like that one. It was a little cheesy, a little out there. I thought the design was sick. I enjoyed that one a lot as a kid. And I was like, I wish they would remake that one. Along with Tourist Trap, I really like it. They say they're going to remake it, but I like Tourist Trap, Fun House. I don't know. I love movies like this with the poster and the aesthetic, the Fun House. That's kind of the ones I like. Jack Frost, the Killer Snowman. That's kind of a fun one. That is. Yeah. Friday 13th, a fan animated film trailer is out. Oh, nice. I'll give it a chance later. I agree, Chris. Buzz Lightyear being stupid every movie. If Toy Story 6 has another Buzz plot, I will lose it. Yeah, luckily in 5, he's not stupid. But they do have the tech buzzes. Sorry, that is true. They do have the tech buzzes. I would really love it if Buzz becomes like a center character for the next movie, but I fear with like Lightyear and all that, they won't give him a chance anymore. Why is the final fight in Doomsday at the I don't think that's the final fight at the X Mansion, by the way. The chest plate of Doom looks like a Hershey's bar. Maybe that's what it is. It does look like a Hershey's bar. Is that the final fight? I don't know if that is the final fight. I think that's like maybe the middle climax of the movie. If that is the final fight, it wouldn't be that crazy. It wouldn't be that bad to see all that right there. But I'm pretty sure it's like a middle fight movie. That's that's Melvin Dew. Love that movie. Missed the last live. Wanted to ask if you've seen yes, I have seen it. I should have talked about that. I actually liked that one growing up. I wonder how it holds up. And I do like the first joke in that movie. Uh uh this is basically another Scary Movie parody. They did not succeed as well as Scary Movie, but I found it funny and enjoyable. Like the first scene in it here where it explains how Ghostface got his mask. It is very cheap though. I was watching this clip back for fun the other day. And I was like, dude, this looks like it was like just it was like shot so cheaply. But it's like this guy is just chasing her, and this just goes on and on for a couple of minutes. Eventually, though, she like throws. I like this part. She's on the phone, and he's just like, come on, we got some killing to do." But he gets his face all flamed up, and then he puts it in water, and then that explains how he gets. That's a good joke. That's a hilarious joke. I like that. I don't think the rest of the movie is as funny, but it was still an enjoyable watch when I was a kid. I found it hilarious, even though I didn't know any of the references. I just thought it was a funny movie. Where did you get your Spidey suit? Looks sick. Honestly, Amazon. And it's honest, I recommend it. If you just want like a cheap Spider-Man brand new day costume, it's actually like I would say it's worth it. Like if you don't want to spend the like $100 or whatever like for these like suits, which is not a bad idea. They do have on Amazon, which where was it? I was just talking about it. Brand new day costume. Oh, Amazon. Is it not there anymore? Did you guys buy it all up? Oh, they have, okay, yeah, this is the exact one I bought. 60 bucks. Honestly, I like it. It has a zipper in the front so you can take a whiz. The hands also have this thing so where you can, because I always am losing gloves to my costumes because I have to take my gloves off to type and scroll for the video. But this one has the removable hands that are still attached to the costume. It has the mask. Honestly, I recommend this. It's good and it's not padded. Well, if you think that's good. I hate sometimes when you buy costumes and they like just over padded with these muscles. No, this one will hug your body. This one will make you realize, whether you got the muscles or not. So be mindful of that. But that's where I got it. It's not bad. Mexico won yesterday, 3C. Vamos, Mexico. Hey, Mexico. Mexico. That's awesome. That's all. I heard the game wasn't that good, though. But that's awesome. After watching 2 trailers, John Watts is a terrorist. Yeah, that's my friend. He was nice to me at a premiere, so I am nice to Mr. Watts now. Underrated goat. But I agree. No. Which killer do you want to see in the Dead by Daylight movie? It can be original killer create. I mean, yeah, I just wanted them to create fun ideas. I don't know anything about the original killers. If I did get to pick like one of their lineups, well, yeah, Chucky and Michael Myers. Throw them in there. But that's not going to happen. What are your thoughts on Evil Dead Wrath being a prequel to the original? Love your work, man, and been a fan for years. Well, appreciate you being here. I think it's a good idea, especially if they, because that's what I was saying with Evil Dead Burn. It had too many similarities to Rise in terms of like a family trapped in their home who read the Necronomicon and then they start dying one by one, just like in Rise. It was just a matter of the setting getting changed, right? It's like if we just rinse and repeat that, it's going to get repetitive and boring at a certain point. We need to do lore things, and I feel like this is going to update that lore and give us some more enticing stuff. And so I'm excited for that, especially the way they're describing the film look. That sounds fun. What happened to the Screen X sponsorship? I'm waiting for the approval. In fact, I have to message them because I had it ready to go. It was all done. And then they said, hey, never mind. We want to wait until Spider-Man Brand New Day tickets are on sale and then post it then. Tickets are on sale. Haven't heard anything. So I do got to hit them up. Toy Story 2 still made me cry. Then 5. What about you? I mean, really, I'll be honest, 2 never made me cry. I felt sad for Jesse's story, and that was pretty awful what happened to her, but it never made me cry. Maybe just because I saw it so young, I didn't comprehend how sad that kind of was, or I was just like, oh, that happens. Yeah, we don't like toys when we get older. Deal with it, Jesse. Women. No. But I guess I was just too young, so it like never really hit me in the feels. 3 is the one that does, dude. I think more it's the incineration scene than the Andy scene at the end that makes me cry more. Hot take: Ben Affleck Batman is the best representation of Bruce Wayne that we have had. You know what? I do really like Bruce Wayne. He does play into that I'm a drunk billionaire, and that scene in Batman v Superman where he's like pretending to walk. He's like, I thought this was the bathroom, and all that. Like, I like that scene. Very good stuff. I wish Ben got his own movie. I think it would have been a guilty pleasure of mine, even if it wouldn't have been one of the best Batman movies. I think it would have been a really great one, just because his sheer acting talent and the way he does ooze Batman slash Bruce Wayne. Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. Hey, Papa Chris, what are your 5 movies you despise the most to where you refuse to give it a rewatch? Oh, that's hard to say. I mean, the first Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I'll say that. Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Ugh, just awful. I don't think I could ever watch Green Inferno again, the Eli Roth movie, because that movie just like made me so grossed out the way that played out. I don't know why I felt violated watching that movie and the cannibalism stuff. I hated watching that. I don't think I'd watch that again. Uh, I think The Girl Next Door is another one I don't think I'd ever watch again. I've talked about that movie before. Just that scene is still engraved in my head. Was it The Girl Next Door? But it's a horror movie. Is that what it's called? Yeah, this one never again, man. That one was just awful to watch. Maybe Teeth. I didn't like Teeth. See, it's like I understand why you would say I spit on your grave because that's a certain genre of horror movies that's very hard to watch. They grape you and you get revenge. And it's hard for me to say because I like the idea of getting revenge on people that have wronged you. Like that's satisfying to watch. The awful thing I don't like watching that happen, but I do like watching her get absolutely crazy sick revenge. Because who hasn't fantasized about like getting twisted crazy revenge on someone that's wronged you, right? Like the guy who cuts me off in the freeway. Oh, if I could chop your legs off and feed it to larva, I will, buddy. I'm trying to get to McDonald's before breakfast is over. But I totally get not wanting to rewatch that. Let's see here. Tusk, yeah, just more for the failed potential. That one had so much good potential when that one was being made. But yeah. Those are some good ones, guys. Some good ones. The 6-7 movie? Okay. Have you heard that Damian Leone? Yeah, we talked about it. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Yeah, it definitely seems like there is an unfortunate grounds, like for actual suit. If he did sign that contract that said, "Hey, you guys own Terrifier," and all this, because they're the ones who produced All Hallows Eve and all that. But if they gave him permission to make Terrifier 1 with no stipulations, I don't think then like after the third and now fourth movie coming out, you guys didn't believe in it enough to finance his first movie because I don't think he just financed it on his own. He probably went to them and said, "Hey, let's make a Terrifier movie," and they were like, you go do it with someone else." I think that's what it means by permission, because usually that's how it goes. It's like they get first bid, they own the rights, but if they don't want to, it's like, yeah, we give you permission to go find someone else to finance that. They're just mad they didn't get the money. I think it'll settle out. You think Doom will be in Spider-Man post-credit? Um, Let me see. I don't think so. I think they'll maybe tease Spider-Man joining in on something with that, but we haven't had any post-credit scenes that Sony has been willing to give to Marvel in that sense, where they'll tease the next MCU thing as opposed to just teasing the next Spider-Man thing. But it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Hey Chris, you looking good, brother? Been hitting the gym? No, I just right now I'm just not eating after 6. It's my first step, and drinking more water. Uh, but I need to hit the gym. I need to, man. Let's see. What was it? What you said though? What would you say is your top 3 horror sequels of all time? Oh, okay, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, Scream 4. I still think it's the best Scream sequel out of all the ones that have come out. Scream 4 ahead of its time. They had IRL streaming in this movie like 10 years before it actually became popular. Kai Cenat basically was in this movie. And he was gay. At least that's what the character said. Ahead of its time. Trying to think what would be the next one after that. I don't want to do the same franchise over. Child's Play 2. Child's Play 2. Yeah, there we go. The chat was already saying it. Child's Play 2. Conan O'Brien. Oh, yes. You know what? Thank you. You're right. I do love Conan O'Brien. I've seen the clips from his podcast. I'll watch that. Thank you. Hey, Chris, big fan of your videos, and I have a question. Have you ever watched Triangle versus Monkey by Blunt Bros Productions? I think you'll like it. Triangle versus Monkey. What could this... I've never heard of this. I'll look into it. Okay, it looks like some fun animation parody. I'll look into it. The creativity some people have. All right, says even I didn't repost it. My apologies, Chris. To be clear, someone else reposted that live parody. I did not ask them to. Hello, I feel bad. No, don't feel bad. I was just joking around with you. Will Spider-Man keep moving? Yes, he does. He does have, but it's way more subtle, and I do like that. I wouldn't have minded if they didn't, because Andrew Garfield proved you don't need the moving lenses to emote as Spider-Man. You can feel what he's feeling even without all that. That's why Andrew was kind of like the best actor portraying Spider-Man, in my opinion. But let's see here. I'm trying to find Spider emo. Is that like trying to find? Because the lenses do emote. It's when he's fighting up against the stretch. Though he's like, "You a big stretcher, Spider." Let me just do stretch it. Please don't something nasty could pop up. Spider stretch. I gotta be careful, man. Okay, yeah. In this scene here, you could see his eyes do emote. Here. Yeah, see they went down and up. Up, down, up, down. See, so he still has the emoting eyes. They've just made them way more subtle in this movie to where you're wondering, do they even emote anymore? Are they moving? Are they still? I honestly prefer that. I think use it in moderation, use it in moments like this where Spider-Man's literally about to lock in to fight. I like that. I think that works. To me, it's better. Like, because you had a moment in Far From Home where Spider-Man's whole eyes just shut. Far From Home. What's it? Mysterio fight. Oh, dude, that was just that was something in that moment. I'm trying to think. Is it here? He does it. He does it. Yeah, he's right here. He's like, okay, get ready. He's about to do it. I gotta pause for copyright reasons. Bro's whole eyes went black. It's a mask. You can close your eyes in the mask and get the same effect. I get it. Some people like it and love the emoting eyes, but I just feel like it was overused to the point it didn't add much than make up for some of the faceless acting, because back then, like in the Sam Raimi movies, which was an annoying thing as a kid, I didn't like every time Spider-Man had to take off his mask, like in the train scene. But as an adult and reviewer movies, you understand why, because like you can't just have that scene of Spider-Man yelling, "Ah!" and it's just the Toby mask. It's like you want to show off the acting ability, but in scenes like this, I'm just like it feels unnecessary. Thoughts on David Chase? Yeah, that's just awful. And she was so young. It's crazy. She had some iconic roles. Voice of Lilo, like you would think she'd do more, but Disney's been known for that. Like when they do like their 2D animated voices, like the Snow White story is the most infamous one where Disney like almost like was it blacklisted Snow White from being in anything else? That was awful that they did that to her. But yeah, it's always awful when someone like that dies young. Chris, you need to peep My Adventures with Superman. Season 3 is currently airing right now, and it's off to a great start. Okay, I need to hop back on. I think I only saw like the first 5 episodes, and I was just like, it's all right. Why Marvel hasn't dropped Doomsday trailer? Is that top secret? They're making us wait forever for that trailer. They really are. Hopefully the week of Spider-Man. Hopefully the week of Spider-Man. Thoughts on Mike? Oh yes, Mike Myers he did say it. There was I think it was recently talked about because there was another Austin Powers commercial. How many Austin Power commercials can we have before we finally just get an actual how many has there been, chat? So this one was 4 years ago. This one was with GM. Oh my goodness. This commercial happened 4 years ago, all in costume. They even looked old then. They actually look better in the newer one. Oh my gosh. I'm not even kidding. They all look better in this newer one. Mike was a little chunky. Not to say anything, I am, but they all look so much better in the newer one than they do here. So that was 4 years ago, and then this is the Verizon one that just premiered. I think they're looking great. Like definitely, he lost weight. Mike is getting. Maybe that's why Mike was just like, I just need to get in shape to be Austin again. But this commercial was hilarious. I loved it. I love seeing him again. I love Austin Powers so much. It's so funny again because I have never seen a James Bond movie. Not one James Bond film. Don't know anything about James Bond, and yet I love these films, and I feel like I understand the references enough, just because of the character that James Bond is. Um, but yeah, dude, I hope 4 happens sooner rather than later, and I still quote, "Daddy, Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair." Oh, that's the song gets us emotional. Cat in the Hat 2, sure. The happening on Trevor Noah watch party stream. Okay. Hi 3C. I am thinking to do content for Supergirl for merch and food similar to your content, but try to do it different. Dude, you don't have to ask me permission. People steal the content I make all the time, and they don't even ask permission. You don't have to ask. If you could make your own spin on it, go ahead. And let me tell you something. Buddy 3C has taken inspiration from other content over the years. Not much of what I've done is all that new and different. Okay, I've done new things. I've done some new things and switched up the movie community space, but I mean, I also have to take from the best. So you don't have to ask me permission, man. You just make it. I'll even shout you out of the video if you love your content, man. Yeah, you just do it, man. I think also buying merch for stuff has been a thing before. Hey, Chris, what do you think Harry Potter fans should do about the new Harry Potter TV show? The fact that JK is donating the money to a bad cause. Did she say she's donating to the bad cause? I mean, again, my stance on it is, unfortunately, if you really boil down to it, almost every piece of media that you enjoy has a bad apple attached to it, more than others, and it's really just up to your preference then how much uh you want to let that overtake what the media means to you. I don't think people who like the Jeepers Creepers movies are pedos. It just sucks that the director is one, and I totally respect why someone like James A. Janice from Dead Meat would not want to review those movies and bring attention to them because of the attachment it still has to that director. Like, that totally makes sense to me. And then, for one, like the old Scream movies, they were like by the Weinstein Company, Harvey Weinstein. Should I just never uh like watch those again or buy Blu-rays, VHSs of those because they still somehow are tied into the monetization of them? No, so like with Harry Potter, I know it's another sticky situation. To me, that franchise means so much to other people and has meant a lot to them that I would hate for that to get taken away from them. I just don't agree with JK, you know? So that's how I view it, but again, you're allowed to view differently and go like, "No, I just don't want to support it at all." That's fair. Everybody's different. It's all up to your preference. All I'm wondering is just if it's going to justify its existence. Because some things about it do look interesting and kind of okay. Like the trailer, actually, I was like, "Oh, okay, this looks interesting." But like, let's see, season 2, season 3, when they get to Prisoner Azkaban and all this stuff, is it still feel fresh, new, and like they're justifying the show existing, or it's like I could just be watching the movies, man. I sent you a couple super chats. Can you read them? I mean, yeah, I've been reading them, buddy. I read them all. Hey, what did you think studios will show at San Diego Comic-Con? Maybe the Godzilla X Con trailer they did with Skull Island. Also, can I reach out to you on Insta about something? You can always, whether I reply back or not, that's up to me. But you can try, buddy. That'd be a good spot for it if they've done it before. Weirdly, with the Godzilla and Kong movie stuff, always leaks also, so I'm sure it'll be online even before then. Nah, bro, you gotta buy the merch in the brand new day suit. Oh, I'll do it, man. I'll just wear very thick underwear so I don't get arrested. You should do an MJ cosplay of the brand new day review. Everybody always wants me to cosplay as some girl. I did the Supergirl one. What would I even do for MJ? Her hair isn't even like red in that, so I just wear like a black wig. Is MJ's hair even black? Is it brown? Would I wear a brown wig? Can I say there's no brand new day? There's no bad Toy Story movies. My official ranking 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Not a bad one. Not a bad ranking. Yo 3C, do you think Peter might die at the end of Brand New Days and the post-credit scene he gets the symbiote? Oh, what a random thing to ask. I wonder if there's just people and leaks going around for that to be a thing, but what a creative theory you just thought off the top of your head, bud. I mean, if it's out there, then I guess, who knows? I just want it to just be justified in the movie. You think Jamie Foxx Spawn will ever be made? Man, Blum keeps talking about it. It's the new Five Nights at Freddy's in terms that it's been around and talked about for years. But yeah, it has to come fruition. I hope it does. I think it will. Halloween is Grinch Night. Halloween is Grinch Night is 1977 animated Halloween television special and is a prequel to the 1966 television special How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Oh, I think I have heard about it, but I've never seen it. Any news on FNAF 3? Not as of right now, but you bet your sweet patootie it's happening. Yo, Chris, did you manage to get tickets for the early screen? Yes, I did. I got them in Screen X too, so we'll see if that experience is worth it. Have you ever? I did watch Lazy Town, not like a lot, a couple episodes here and there, but I'll be honest with you, the Lazy Town designs creep the hell out of me. I did have a huge crush on the pink hair girl, and I was a kid. Came out in 2004, so I was like 9. I was 9 years old. Yeah, that was definitely a television crush. I said, I hope my future girlfriend has pink hair like that. And then, but yeah, these designs, terrifying. I hated looking at their faces. I think I only saw like 2 or 3 episodes total. Wasn't really my jam. And this guy scared the crap out of me too. Didn't even have the plastic face, but I did not like his vibe. Is he the same guy too? No, he's not. This guy was always doing push-ups. So I think that's also why I hated the show. This guy doing push-ups. So yeah. In September 4th through the 10th, I'm going to California, San Jose. Cost me $906 for hotel round trip. Planning to bring $1K for expenses. September 6th, I'm going to Alan Walker concert. You know, any other activities to do in Cali? I mean, there's just the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I don't recommend spending too much time there because it's not as glamorous as you think. Go into the Funko Pop store if you're into that. That's kind of fun. Other than that, I don't know very many LA hotspots if I'm being honest. Or that's San Jose. I'm giving you LA hotspots. I don't know anything about San Jose, buddy. Does Sammy? I think Sammy from TikTok. I think he's from San. Ask him. I would not know anything. The zoo. Yeah, go to the zoo. What's your favorite horror movie of 2026? Oh, Obsession. Obsession Backrooms. Well, Obsession Bone Temple Backrooms. If we're counting Bone Temple as a horror movie. I'm interested in see Leviticus. I just don't know if I have time to go out and see it this weekend. Unc, I'm on my way to Raising Cane's. Whoa. Hot take. Raising Cane's. The way, if you have time, look up Queso and his thoughts on Raising Cane's. Everything he said, it was like he was speaking to my soul. I say it because my lady loves Raising Cane's, so we have it every now and then, but I'm not a huge fan of it. She loves it, but the way Queso describes Raising Cane's, I'm like, there. That's how I feel about it, and that's why I'm not too into it. Oh, I haven't seen Holcomb. I need to see Holcomb, and the chat just asked about that. Hi 3C, I've been thinking about this for a bit, but when do you decide when to engage with shows leaks and when do you keep things a surprise either for yourself or your audience, or is it hard? It's your job. I mean, I pick and choose definitely. Like I honestly like don't even want to talk about like the supposed ending, but it's just so out there, and because I'm known as a Spider-Man guy, so many people just, want my opinion on it, and I do think that's a crazy ending for a Spider-Man movie, but if they can make it make sense with everything already wild in that film, like honestly on paper, I should hate this movie. I should hate Brand New Day. Jean Grey, introduction of the X-Men, Punisher and Hulk. We got Man Spider, no actual classic main villain. You can say Scorpion and Tombstone, but it sounds like they have small parts in the movie. I'm being so naive going into this, just being like, Destin is gonna cook. Destin is gonna cook. Just believe in the faith. So I don't know, man. Knowing what we know now about Brand New Day, I'm like, I can't believe who thought even to put this movie together. Chris, me and my girl, were having a break, and not even a week later, I caught her texting other dude, and we got a kid. What do I do, bro? That's not a question you ask me. I don't know what to tell you, dude. FedEx her the kid and be like, "Hey, text him." I love that you guys want to come to me for advice, and I get the perception because you see my quote unquote success online. If I'm being real with you, my life has just as many sticky situations and so many things I still have to figure out in life. I am not the person to go to for life advice. I wish I was. I wish I was. I really do. That's above my pay grade, man. That's unfortunate. I would just say, focus on what makes you and your kid happy. Definitely your kid first. And if that's just someone that's not going to put you guys first, it's someone that doesn't need to be in your life, man. All right. Do you think we will ever get a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie? We better, but it feels like it's years away. It's gonna happen on a random Tuesday. They're just gonna be like Nightmare on Elm Street in the works. This is the director, but it's so weird that it just has not happened yet. And I'm telling you, we're in fear of entire generation missing out on the power of Freddy Krueger. Because right now, their Freddy Krueger is Art the Clown. I mean, he's got essentially similar quirks. He's got like the funny side to him, the very brutal, chaotic side. He could even haunt your dreams in certain aspects. He did that in Terrifier 2. We need Freddy Krueger. Watching since Child's Play remake before 15K subs. Wow. Honestly, movie wasn't as awesome as we thought. I still like it, but yeah. Love to see your success, brother. Also, Serbian films are the worst. Yeah, I've never seen a Serbian film. And honestly, it wasn't until like maybe 3-4 years ago I even heard of that genre of film. I did not know that was a thing, but I have yet to see any of those. Have you ever walked out of a movie? No, I've wanted to. But I just feel like now since this is my job, it's part of the torture to see a movie all the way through, even if it's awful. But like Expendables 4, When People Let in Honey, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, films like that. Do you think the Scooby Gang would survive or escape or figure the backrooms? What about Batman with no help? And it's just his utility. I think Batman would figure out. That'd be an awesome movie. Batman in the backrooms. Whoever does those versus videos online, do that. I think Batman could figure out the backrooms and he'd probably figure out how to destroy the whole thing. Scooby Doo gang? Oh no, dude. Half that gang is dying. Will Spider-Man still have the moving lens? Yeah, we just showed it off that he will. GTA pre-order is happening on June 25th. Yes, I'm gonna pre-order, and it'll be the first GTA game I play the actual story mode. Because every GTA game, whether it's Vice, I think that's really the only one I ever played. I only ever played the free world. I thought GTA was just a game about just free roaming. I go to strip club. I beat up an old lady. I drive a car until the cops stop me. That's all I thought GTA was. I did not know there was actual stories, there was missions. That's all I ever did in the game. Uh the next Evil Dead movie after Wrath will be called Evil Dead Goon. Wow. Thank you for the scoop. Did you see Spirit Halloween's amazing new 6-foot Michael Myers animatronic? It plays the original title theme. I bet it's outrageously expensive. Oh yeah, with that licensing, yeah, and they have the Trick or Treat studios working with them, so the mask is better than most animatronics. Yeah, that's kind of cool. How early do you see big movies? It depends. Rule of thumb, it's usually a week out. Sometimes it's like maybe the week of. It's like Supergirl. My early screening for that is on Tuesday. That movie doesn't come out to that Friday. So that's kind of usually the time frame. If it's like a really good movie that they want buzz, they will let us see it like 3 weeks ahead of time, but not that often in Dallas. It's usually the week of. I want to become a filmmaker one day because of you, King. Well, I hope you do it and you take me with you. Will Toy Story ever end? I think eventually. I think it'll mainly happen whenever the voice actors unfortunately pass, which I think is still some years away. So probably still another movie left in there. But I think that's when it'll end and it'll revert back to like, spin-offs or not a reboot, but that's what I think they'll do is like they'll go back to like the 50s or the 20s or do like the first group of toys that came to life and start the story there. Shaq popping up in the new spot and the new SM was hilarious. Oh, Scary Movie was, yeah, Shaq was. I like what short was impersonating Shaq. That was hilarious. And when Marlon did an impression, yep, there we go. Just talked about that. Woody's the best Toy Story character, but I can admit that he didn't do that. Yeah, and it makes sense because they said in interviews Woody wasn't even written in the script originally, but then they felt he was missing, or it's not a Toy Story movie without him. So they found for him, so they found a way to include him. But if you do remove Woody from the story, he doesn't change much. Did you also hear about the new? Yes, I do, and I want to read that. The Spider-Man comic where Oscorp transforms him into a spider hybrid. Saw Toy Story today. Absolute banger. Agree. Yeah, I want to read that comic. Sounds cool. Can you recreate the Spider-Man stretch joke at the end of the trailer? I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I don't. How do you do that? Where he was like, "Oh, sorry, turtles." He was like, "All right, hold up. Just gotta stretch." Yeah, not in high school anymore. You a big stretcher? Maybe stretch. Ready? Oh, dude, I just kicked the butt of like 40 agents. Tom Holland, watch out. Hey, I've been waiting to make a Discord server for you and us subscribers. I think it's going to keep waiting. Hey, Chris, have you seen the apparent legal? But yeah, we just talked about that. Keep up the amazing work. Yeah, I definitely think there's unfortunately going to cause some issues, but I think at the end of the day, Damien will keep his character and franchise. He's already done so much, and he's on the fourth movie now. They kind of waited a while, and they already gave him permission the first time around. So I think it'll just be a question of giving them a settlement, some sort of money, and they can move on. But how long it gets held up in court and they have to keep that battle going, we'll see. Did you see the Toy Story 5 post-credit scene? Woody and Buzz will return Avengers Doomsday. Oh. Doom is shaking. I think the sixth movie is going to be a close chapter for Bonnie. I think, yeah, maybe that's what they do, right? Is every trilogy is just a new kid, a next kid. I definitely could see them aging up Bonnie like 10 years the way they did like what Andy in that, but they don't really give us like a hint or anything like that. I'm more curious what the commentary will be and what like they explore in the world, because it really does seem like toys are just not a thing in today's kids. And so like if they try to do a college storyline, Bonnie's not going to have all those toys by the time she's ready to college. She's going to get rid of those toys in like the next year or two, it seems like. Someone said RIP Bonnie. They're gonna kill Bonnie in them. That'd be wild, dude. Okay. That is the final super chat for tonight's stream, guys. I want to thank y'all so much for being here, chilling with me, hanging out. I love your faces. Be on the lookout for the Toy Story spoiler review tomorrow. Anything on the Clips channel that you might have missed, but love to see y'all guys is here. Take care of yourselves, and we got more videos to make in the coming weeks. So, hasta luego.